ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Silo. Hello, hello, hello. I need to not move like that because even just that much movement right now will make me dizzy. It's fine though, I'm okay. I feel perfectly fine other than the dizziness and a slight headache. So I was like, you know, I don't think I can focus well enough to play a hard game. And then I was like, maybe I can play another game. And then I thought about different things that I could play, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I had a list on my way home. On my way home from Raccoon World work, I had like a couple of games that were in my head that I was like, okay, I could do this one or I could do this one. It's gonna be fine. And then I was like, I don't think I have either of those downloaded, but I'm sure I have enough time, so it's gonna be okay. But first, I'm gonna take a shower so that I can wake myself up and I can, like, I don't know, feel like I'm starting my day. Does that make sense? Because usually I'm the type of person who will take a shower every morning. I wake up and the first thing I do is I take a shower. I do also take showers at night in, like, usually the summer, or if I actually bother doing any sort of physical activity, then yeah, I'm gonna shower at night too before I get in bed, because otherwise that's gross. But given that I don't generally do a lot, I think morning showers are perfectly fine, because they wake me up, they make me feel like a person. So I thought that I would take a shower before I started stream, and then I spent too long in the shower, which is why the stream is now. Because originally I was gonna start it at 1, and originally I was gonna try to get the games in beforehand, but that did not in fact occur. I just, you know, I took like a 45 minute long shower, and then got about halfway through my skincare routine and was like, fuck! I have not made a waiting room! So, you know, I got here eventually. It's fine. No, we are not talking about fucking waffle stomping. And when I learned that that was a goddamn thing that at least a small portion of the world does, I'm so... Why? Why would you do that? What happens if your shower gets clogged, huh? And you've done that shit, huh? What's gonna happen then? You're gonna have shit everywhere. That's a lot of water. Yeah, usually my showers are like 10 minutes because they're in the morning, and that's like, usually they're like 10 minutes max, honestly. I'm usually an incredibly efficient showerer. But I was just chilling, and it was nice, and it was comfy, and I was singing, and it was fine, and I did my hair, and yeah, so I may or may not have just disassociated for a little bit in the shower. I definitely fucking do not toxic. With the amount of time, okay, the fact that you guys already know that my bathtub has been clogged and I ended up burning my feet, I would not have fucking, oh my god. Just the thought of getting into water that even has that chance is no. Nope. I hate that. 15 minutes is long for you? That makes sense. Like I said, usually my showers are about 5 to 10 minutes in the morning. Just pretty quick. I don't usually do my hair, obviously. I think I wash my hair like once a week. Because that takes a little bit longer, so usually I do that on a weekend and a day where I don't have to actually go to work or do anything else. But yeah. Usually, yeah, I think this is the first time I've had a shower this long in like a good year or so. It was kind of just like a treat, you know? It was a super long shower as a treat. Yeah. Is there still some hesitation to go in the shower after the Drano incident? There's no hesitation to go into the shower, but if it clogs again once I do my hair, like once enough fucking hair gets down that drain, then I will be a little bit more... I'm not stinky! I wash daily! My hair just gets done once a week. Well, it's usually actually every like 5 or so days. Once a work week, question mark. You're not supposed to wash it too much. It's bad for your hair. It's bad for your hair if you wash it too much. It strips everything from it, and then it gets oily even quicker. Yeah. Your 20-minute showers suddenly sound too long. No, you know what? If you take showers that are longer anyway, and that's like your comfortable place. Oh my God, I had a roommate once. Oh my God, I had a roommate once. She took like, so I say like 45-minute shower. She would take like hour-and-a-half long shower and then bath most days. To be fair, she's incredibly mentally ill. So that was like her safe space, her like meditation, her time. The problem was we only had one bathroom. So she's chilling in there with her bath bomb. And if I needed to like pee really badly or heaven forbid take a shit, I would have to like book it down the street to like a McDonald's. And like order some French fries and then like use their bathroom and then go home. It was terrible. So, you know, if you live with other people and there's only one bathroom and they're home, maybe don't take super long bath times. And instead do it whilst those people are at work. Because this was also when I worked full time. But she liked to do that when she knew other people were around because it made her feel like safe. Yeah. Gotta love roommates. No, well, I mean, to be, yeah, it was. But this girlie is still one of my very best friends, so it's fine. She's forgiven, you know. She is forgiven. It's fine. Is she okay now? Yeah, I mean, she's essentially exactly the same. She's doing as well as she does. She's well loved in the friend circle. She's an incredibly kind person, but she's a little too kind, so she tends to get taken advantage of, which is not great. Yeah, so the rest of us are very protective of her, and that's why I let her take extra long showers, and I did not complain about it more than twice. Yeah. But yes, no, she's lovely. She's lovely. But she did take incredibly long baths. I lived with her through 3 different houses in 3 different cities. Yep. I was thinking, were 2 of the houses in the same city? They were not. They were not. Moved to 3 different cities with her just because, yeah, good friends, and she's fantastic. Yeah. She was the one that I also scared a lot when I would just like perch on chairs in the dark on my phone. And she would, like, walk around the corner and then get incredibly startled because there was just, like, a fucking goblin sitting at the kitchen table for no reason at, like, 2 in the morning. Yeah. No, once again, big sis mom Cyon shows. Yeah, and then I talk about me being a goblin in the fucking kitchen. That's the thing. I will never accept the moniker of being, like, a mom-type person because... like maybe big sister sometimes. Like I am incredibly protective of people that I care about, but I'm also me, which means that unless I have to be, I am not mature. You come to me with a problem, I will like put game face on. I will try to help you with that. We'll work through that shit. But any other fucking time, it's just a normal fucking day. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not gonna get mature anything. Your most likely response if you're like, hey, how are you doing? Is just like, I'm alive, and then if you go like, oh, what's up? The answer is 90% of the time gonna be pee pee poo poo. So it's fine. It's fine. The most mature of Gen 3. Vigrid, that's not saying much. That's not saying much. And to be fair, I am also like the oldest in Gen 3 by a decent amount. Well, as far as I'm pretty sure the Tanuki calculations in my head would assume that I am older than all of them, but maybe Meeta's older than, I don't know, you know, maybe. That would be weird, wouldn't it? That would be so strange, wouldn't it? Makes me a cool mom. I'm a cool mom, not like those other moms. Whenever I hear cool mom, all I can think of is fucking Mean Girls, okay? That's all I can think of, and it's terrible. You're drunk even if you're not drinking. I wouldn't say I'm drunk ever, but you know, I'm a little silly tee haha most of the time. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, you know, it is what it is. Sun is younger than 999-year-old witch and dragon emperor for sure. Though you think that, but I may or may not be thousands of years old. You don't know. You don't know. And hello, tasty lizard. Hello. Are you the lizard or are you eating the tasty lizard? Because those have very different connotations in terms of your name, you know? And can you not go to cram school? How are your grades? How are you feeling? Do you need to take a break from cram school because it's like stressing you out or something? Or do you just like not want to go? You know, there's a difference. And hello, Goku. Hello, hello. Indeed, Hag love. Yes, yes, yes. So Cyan's the ultra hag. I wouldn't say I'm the ultra hag. But I feel like most people at this point understand that I fall firmly into that category. Yes, 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 yes. Honestly, cuddles are great. Cuddles are fantastic. I mean, you guys already know that I sleep with like a giant plushie that is essentially a it's essentially just a giant body pillow. Except it's a plushie. It's a bread bunny and I love it very, very much. But I am very much like a clingy person. I always sleep with a plushie or like a blanket or something else like that. Yeah. Have I ever come to Brazil? I've never been to Brazil. No. I think the closest I've gotten is Costa Rica, and that's not super close. Bread bunny? Yeah, it's it's a bunny that's like a baguette. a begunny? That sounds terrible. But yeah, it's a giant, it's a really big, like super long bread baguette bunny plushie, and that's like my favorite one because that's the one that's always in my bed with me. Have I stolen Meeta's hat again lately? I mean, it is in my room 99% of the time, so you know, that's fine, that's fine. Why is there, I don't know. Some of y'all think my voice is relaxing. I would very much like to disagree with that. But I feel like a lot of people hate their own voices, and I don't escape that particular thing. I don't hate my voice, but I do think that I sound more annoying than apparently a lot of people. Like, I don't know. It's so weird for me to hear that people think that my voice is at all like soothing or calming or anything of that sort. Yeah. Those plushies. Oh, you know them, Yuzuru? Yeah, they make other round little bunny guys. I think they're very cute. I do really like electro swing and jazz, actually. I really love jazz. Yeah. They're very cute. They're very cute. You have the potential of One-san. I feel like if I was not exactly who I am, maybe I could be an One-san. I did actually, one of the voices, I mean, you guys are well aware of which one I'm talking about, but I did part of my audition with it because I was like, I could be an One-san character. I could just talk like this the entire time, and then we can play cozy games, and we can do things together, and read, and hang out, and have just an incredibly good time. And I'm definitely very mature and put together. But that would all just be a lie. And does it kill my throat? It actually isn't bad for my throat. Going lower than my usual talking voice is no problem. Actually, it doesn't really hurt me at all. But if I go up a little bit, that one does actually after a little while start to grate on my voice. So if I were to go up here somewhere, this is okay comparatively, just because it's a little bit breathier. So you know, it's more doable for long periods of time because there's less behind it, less force. But if I go up here, then this kind of this doesn't last for very long because after a while this one will really hurt, and we can go higher than that as well, but I think that these are kind of the usual ones that people will think of. So those are all kind of, they're usually pretty, they're all kind of really easy for me to hit in general, but the lower voices are the ones that I can do for much longer periods of time. Be careful what you wish for to V&U. I feel like they regret me daily, so you don't need to worry about that. Makes you want to hear girl failure mommy script read? Immature Onesan. I mean, if you know of a script that's like that, I feel like that in particular would be an incredibly niche thing. I think you would have to get that like commissioned as a writing piece for someone. Yeah. How's my anime protagonist voice? Let's see. Yeah, with the power of friendship, it's kind of essentially just like an offshoot of Ash Ketchum because, you know, friendship and things, because you don't want to fight with people. That would be terrible. And, you know, it's okay as it is, right? Which is, I feel like every single fucking main male character in the early 2000s. Because a lot of them were, you know, very similar voice actors. But they all had this kind of a thing where you drop down and you just add some rasp strangely to your voice. And for some reason, there were so many shonen protagonists that all sounded really, really similar. Because they all just had this kind of thing going on and making sure that they can be friends. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them, for some reason, in the like late 90s, early 2000s, when it came to English dubs, had that kind of a rasp to it for some reason, specifically in shonen anime. It was really interesting. Starscream was voiced by one of those voice actresses. Yeah. A lot of them were kids, though. Your goat Ichigo could never. You sound like a person that could voice act Tsunade. Tsunade is fun. Yeah. I mean, I watched Naruto as it was coming out. And there were some good points, but man, there was a lot of filler in Naruto. To be fair, there was a lot of filler in general in anime in that particular time period. They just went on forever. And it was kind of before, like current day anime, it tends to be, you know, you have a season, there's like 12 episodes, and that's what it is. And then if you go back like 5 to 10 years, it was like there's a season and it's 24 episodes and then you gotta wait. But anytime before that, there wasn't really like seasons. It just kind of kept going forever. And ever. There were arcs. There were not seasons. At least we got to see what Kakashi's mask underneath his mask. Yeah. He's a mask, and then another mask, and then he eats with a mask, and then he bathes with a mask. Yeah. Good morning, Tiberius. Good morning. They knew how to yap. They did know how to yap. They also, like, made some really strange character choices because none of the filler episodes were, like, canon, necessarily. Like, the filler episodes were essentially made because since they didn't do what they currently do, which is like cut it into small pieces as seasons and then have breaks in between, when they started catching up with the manga, they had to fill that space with something because they couldn't move the storyline on. Because if they did, they would have to actually write it themselves, you know? So they would put filler episodes in instead and have character interactions and like maybe, you know, try to build some character interest if there were side characters that seemed to be popular, because they couldn't get past the manga, or they didn't want to get past the manga, so they would wait. They would fill that time with these episodes. Because when they didn't do that kind of thing, you end up with things like the original Kuroshitsuji Season 2, which was certainly something. It was certainly something. They just kind of wrote it in and created an ending to the ongoing series because they didn't want to keep doing the anime and the manga had ended at that point. The original Full Metal Alchemist is different than the remake that was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because the original one, they kind of just wrote their own ending in. They just wrote their own ending in because the manga wasn't done and they didn't want to put like 12 million filler episodes in. They wanted to complete it. So they you know, they changed it up a little bit and they made their own little thing. And that's why if you have ever watched both of them, Brotherhood is once you hit a certain point, vastly different. Or Soul Eater, or Claymore, or a dozen others. Yes, exactly. That's just kind of how it worked back then, because we didn't do this like 12 episode break for 12 million years, come back and do another 12 episodes to catch up with the manga. Wasn't Tokyo Ghoul also like that? There were a lot of things that were like that before they started moving over to how anime is currently released. I mean, they still do filler episodes nowadays. They're just much more infrequent, unlike, yeah, like the ridiculous amounts of filler that were in, like, for example, Naruto or Bleach, or, what else had a lot of filler? D. Greyman had a decent amount of filler. If anyone fucking remembers what that is. Hitman Reborn had some, but not a ton. I'm just trying to think of all the like really long-running anime from that period of time. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Yu-Gi-Oh! As an anime was quite different from the manga. Because even if you go back and you read that first little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh!, totally fucking different. Oh my god, way more violent. It's kind of like if you've ever read the Pokemon manga, also like very, very different. It's way more violent. There is death. You remember D. Greyman? Yes. Oh my god, I used to... This will come as a surprise to no one. I was quite into Tiki and Road. I still have like Road's stupid like Sannen ko wa sagashiteru daiji na heart o sagashiteru anata wa tari dashita me yo. Like, why do I fucking know that? It's been 12 million years and that was in like 2 episodes. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah. I was quite into those characters in general. I thought that they were really fun. And D. Greyman was a lot of fun at the time as well. Yeah. Your crush at the time was into it? Yeah, that makes sense. Hitman Reborn? Yeah, I love Hitman Reborn. I spent a lot of time invested in Hitman Reborn. I still once in a while read fanfiction about Reborn, just because I can. I mean, it's not really got much of a fandom left anymore. Is one of the songs... no, I don't know if I put one of the songs. Someone suggested a song from Hitman Reborn. I don't remember if I put that on the list for possible cover songs or not, but yeah. Noragami? I have heard of Noragami, yes. The worst filler or out-of-plot manga adaptation is Promised Neverland. Oh my god! I don't know what you're talking about. They never finished Promised Neverland. They only ever put out a season 1, and for some reason, even though it was really, really well done, they never made seasons after season 1, which is really strange. You know, it's an absolute shame that they didn't continue the anime, because I quite enjoyed the manga. Although, you know, the manga did get odd eventually as well, but you know, the storyline was really good for quite a while. So, And Vigor, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Do you still keep up with D. Greyman? Not super much so, no. I have heard that it's starting to make a comeback, though, because Meeta was talking about it. So I'm thinking of going back and rereading the entire thing, because that could be fun to do. I've also been thinking about going back and rereading, Air Gear. If anyone remembers Air Gear, I feel like no one's gonna fucking know what I'm talking about. But I've been thinking about going back and rereading that because that was really fun as well. Yes, Reborn is one of your favorite manga, and you think Drawing Days by... It was on the poll. Yes, okay, so I did add it on. All right, I was like, I don't know if I should add this. I don't know if anyone will know what it is. Air Gear is good, yes! I'm so glad other people know Air Gear. I was also really into Air Gear when that was coming out. That's what got you into rollerblades in the first place? Nice, cause fucking same. I mean, I rollerbladed before I knew what Air Gear was, but that made me want to pick it back up, and that's, yeah, and then it didn't end super well for me. Yeah, Air Gear's great. Air Gear is like it was a really interesting concept because it wasn't just like a sports anime, it was like, or manga, it was like a sports and battle concept, and then the storyline somehow got like really, really intricate for no fucking reason. But you know, it's fine, it is what it is. 2 a.m. good night. Have a good night, Saber. Have a good night. Iki the Storm King. Yes, 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 yes. Late 2000s and early 2010s, you spent every day, all day on anime sites, binge watching everything you could find. Yeah. I was known in my friend group for apparently being able to bend time because I would watch so much anime that they were like, there is literally not enough time in the day for you to have watched all of those episodes. How the hell did you do it? And I didn't have a secret. I just watched them. So I still don't know why they were so adamant about that. But yeah, I watched a fuck ton of anime in high school and uni, and nowadays like I've said before, I generally just read manga now just because it's easier to get around. But yeah. Did I keep any old anime or manga magazines? No, I don't have any magazines like that. Generally, just because I've moved so much, I haven't been able to keep a lot of like stuff around with me. Like, I think some of the things, no, I think I've got like one art book that has moved with me from house to house to house, and that's an old Phoenix Wright one. Yeah. No idea how you were able to watch 60 episodes in a day, right? Like, we were just watching it, but apparently that's a ridiculous amount of TV to watch in a day. It's fine. It's late, I should sleep. No, one more episode, right? Because you're like, I can't end here. This is no, why would I end here? This is a cliffhanger. I don't want to end yet. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep even if I do end it here. Therefore, one more episode. I still do that with when I read things, and it's a problem because I can't go to bed until I reach a place that isn't a cliffhanger. Which is why sometimes I'm still awake at 8 in the morning when I've got work the next day. Because cliffhanger. Because I'm not gonna be able to sleep. What? I'm gonna be thinking about it way too much, and then oh man, Shonen Jump. Yeah. Yeah. No, I had a couple of. I didn't really collect any of the older magazines, like Shonen Jump. I tended to collect like actual like the manga itself. I would wait for like the whole volume to come out instead of getting the magazine, just because like magazine meant that you were gonna get whatever was in there at the time, right? So you could get a chapter of like Hunter x Hunter, a chapter of Naruto, a chapter of like the Gray Man, and then you would get like some other random things that they were testing that you didn't know about, and they were, you know, it was like kind of a one-off thing every once in a while, or you know, I was very much more of a wait till the volume or a collection comes out and then grab that. Yeah. The only reason you don't read manga is it doesn't have music. Oh, that makes sense. I know if you're a person who doesn't like have a soundtrack in your head, I can see why you would do that. Yeah. I am a person who has a soundtrack in their head. So for me, not having like voice acting or music or visuals is not really, well, the visuals were a problem, but the soundtracks and stuff, I can just add my own to it. Same thing with like characters talking to each other. If I want them to have voices in my head, I can make them have voices in my head. It is what it is. It is what it is, you know? And James, I don't really have a favorite anime. I'm actually incredibly bad at choosing favorite things in general. I'm really, really not good at it. I just tend to enjoy a lot of things. So like when I'm asked favorite, the first things that come to mind are like things that I was part of a fandom for a really long period of time, even if they're not necessarily like would currently be considered my favorite. Like I haven't seen these in a long time, but like Code Geass or Hunter x Hunter, Elfen Lied, or Angel Beats. Things like that are like the first things that come into my head. D and Angel, just old shit, okay? But like more recently, because most of the stuff I do is read, what is it? Fucking Spy Family, when that came out as an anime, I was super excited because I'd read the manga up until that point. And it was so cute. It was so cute. I was so excited. I was so excited for everyone else to like actually also enjoy Spy Family, because every time I talked about it before then, there were only very few people who knew about it. Because I feel like there's a lot more people who enjoy anime than who are like really into manga. And that happened with a lot of villainous stuff too, because it had been a really popular thing in manga and manhwa for a while, but not so much in anime. And so when a couple of those started getting their own series as well, it was really fun to follow along and see how people received it, see if people liked it as much as I did. Is Monogatari? Yeah. Yeah. Did I see the Spy Family movie? I have not. I am not great at watching things. I tend to just read them nowadays, because I can do that anywhere. I can go for a walk and I can have a coffee and I can just walk around in a park or something and read a manga. Not that I often go on walks, but usually that's like if I'm going to work in the raccoon world. My commute is decently long, so I can read things that way. Yeah. Eden the Endless World? Do I know that? The Endless World. That looks vaguely familiar. I know this. I think they made... Did they make a really bad partial adaptation of Eden? I feel like they made a really bad partial adaptation. That or I'm thinking of the wrong thing, but I feel like they did. Manga's expensive if you don't pirate it, unless there are reading sites. I don't know. It is. Yeah, it is. It is. I have a specific budget that is for, I believe the quotation marks I put it in are supporting, supporting authors and artists that I enjoy. And I will like specifically go and like buy the entirety of their collection, and then that way I've bought it and I can have it. But there are like renting options a lot of the time too, and it depends on where you live. But if you live in a city that has a decent amount of Asian influence, a lot of libraries will actually have semi-decent anime collection or manga collections for some reason. I found a couple of things that I quite enjoyed reading just by going to the library. One of them was like, oh god, what was it? Kitchen Princess? Kitchen Princess, which is like a shoujo thing, but it's like a girl who really wants to be a baker, a cook, a patissier. I don't know, but there's like fairies involved. It's very cute. Every single episode or every single chapter has like a recipe at the end of it. It's very cute. And I found that one at a library, and I found a lot of other things too. There was one, oh god, what the fuck is it called? It was literally about hair cutting. The whole storyline was literally just about people who wanted to be like, who wanted to own a salon and be like top tier hairstylists. And there were like battles and like, oh, there was intrigue and it was really fucking funny. But I quite enjoyed that one as well. Yeah, I read a little bit of everything, honestly. Your local library is how you discovered Fruits Basket. Ah, Photoba. Nice. You thought I was gonna say Crime Edge? Ah, I don't know. Let's see. I've read, my favorite finds in a library were all horror manga, which is how I got into horror manga. Yeah. Crime Edge. Oh, no, yeah. No, this was specifically like, they were, they literally were fighting to be like going to the best haircutting school and shit. It was so weird. I was like, that's not really usually something that people fight over, but okay. What's an MC I would date? There are like no main characters that I would date. Because generally speaking, main characters are very, like, they're well-meaning and kind and, well, okay, wait. I guess technically in real life, I could probably, if they were a person, I could maybe date them, but I don't want to go too much into it. My poor informants have had to deal with this so often. But my type is a villain. There really aren't any main characters that would fall into what I would consider within my most liked character archetype. I like villains. I like people who are gonna fuck shit up. Yeah. Yeah. Dating? Yeah. Which is why we've talked about this a good number of times around here. And that, yeah, my character archetype that I like is villains. In real life, I would not deal with that. I don't think I could ever fucking deal with that because I'm a fucking brat and I would say one wrong thing. I would argue, they would say something and I'd be like, that's fucking stupid, and then I die. So, yeah. I think that the thing that we said, the character that we said that like might work the best in reality is like, Sakurai Kenpachi from Bleach, and that like it morally gray, like not a nice guy, but like loyal if he likes you, sort of. Did you get the hot goth mommy? I love those kind of characters too. That's also fair. Amy did match you red flag for red flag on Twitter today. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you the person in a relationship that says it's not like I love you or anything? Oh, I wouldn't consider myself a tsundere. I wouldn't consider myself a tsundere. I don't think. I mean, every once in a while, I could possibly be, I have some tsundere tendencies, but for the most part, I'm pretty. I'm pretty blunt. I'm pretty blunt, and I'm well aware of the fact that definitely can sometimes make me come across as a bitch. I know. I get told that by my mom sometimes. They're like, why are you saying it like that? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, that's very rude. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. It's fine. It's something that I try to work on, but I still get called out for, which is like, fuck, damn it, not good enough. It's hard, you know? Blunt is kind of fine. It can be. You just have to like know when not to open your fucking mouth is what I've been told. So, I'm not a tsundere, bites cheek. I'm not. I mean, I can well admit that I've got, like, every once in a while I can have tsundere tendencies, but I don't think I would be classified as a tsundere. I don't think that that's where my classification would sit, you know? Yeah, and like Vigrid says, I've got nothing on my gen mates for tsundere. Oh my god. Echo, super tsundere, super cute, very easy to bully because of, and her reactions are fantastic. Meeta is also quite the tsundere, not towards me or the other girly worlds, but towards her chat for sure. Z's 100%. You did though right after you said that? Yeah, like I said, I can say that I would have some tendencies for sure. What kind of dairy? I think we classified me as like, I think I'm just like, I'm a dairy, but like with tsundere and minor yandere tendencies, question mark. I think that's what we ended up going with. Yeah. Bakadere, yeah, also that one. But that's just always. That's not, you know, that's always, that's all the time, you know? It's fine. That's just Tanuki. This beverage is terrible. I got another type of like meal replacement beverage on my way home because I was like, I'm sick. I should probably make sure that I get like better intake of everything than microwaved mac and cheese. This is terrible. There's no sugar in it at all. I'll still drink it, but it's not very good. It's not very good. It's a scuff. I mean, there's no scuff today. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I promise. I promise. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, Meeta is very sympathetic towards her customers. I keep telling her that you know, I know she appreciates them, and not all the time. Obviously, like she shouldn't go against who she is, but every once in a while, it's always nice. It's always nice for people to hear that they're appreciated, right? So I was like, you should, every once in a while, just tell them that, like, you know, it's nice to have them around. You don't even have to say, like, you love them. You don't have to say you appreciate them. Just, like, it's nice to have you around sometimes. And you can even say it in a mean way if you want to. You don't have to say it nicely. And she's just like, no, no, no. I'm like, We're on a higher scale than Rito, at least. That is true. That is true. She very often does punt her little bird. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Why do you always find VTubers on shorts? I don't know. If we're part of your algorithm, maybe then the internet thinks that you need a VTuber in your life. Or that you just like anime and gaming content, because that's what a lot of us do. Or that you like to listen to people talk a lot. Because that's what I do. I specifically talk a lot. So you know, it is what it is. But like, if you see a lot of VTubers, you know, I guess kind of find one that you enjoy if you do like anime and video games, because that's usually what most of us tend to be into. Oh boy, does she yap a lot. I know! At first, I was really worried about it, and at this point, I've just kind of given up on being worried about it, and you guys are stuck with me, so it is what it is, you know? Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can remember to when I first debuted, and I was always so worried about trying to talk to, or like talking too much in pre-game Zatsus, and like I would try to make sure I ended fast, and like it never really worked well. It never really works well. I kind of gave up on that. I just kind of gave up. I was like, fuck it. If they're still here at this point, that means that they can put up with me yapping, and that's great. You know, that's fantastic. Yeah. Hello, Lux. Good evening. Oh, actually, on that note of putting up with me, oh my god. I need to tell you guys what one of my fucking coworkers said to me. Now, oh my gosh. So this particular coworker, they're a casual. So I see him like once in a blue moon. I haven't seen this person since essentially since you guys have known me. Since I came over to the human world, I have not seen this particular raccoon. And I used to like talk to them about like Twitch stuff. And because like they were really into like vlog style streamers, IRL streamers or whatever. I don't fucking watch any, so I don't know what they're actually called. But he was really into those, and he wanted to get into it and learn how to stream. And so like I gave him like tips of like, oh, like here's OBS. You know, you need these things. If you want to wander around the raccoon world, you should probably be careful about like what's going on in the background and things like that. Oh, well, I'm a Tanuki actually. I do have ears, but I'm a Tanuki. Yes. And so like the last time that we had a conversation, we were talking about that kind of thing. And then he was like, oh, do you stream now? And I was like, yeah, actually, I am very lucky and I get to hang out with my chat all the time. And he was like, who the fuck wants, why would anyone want to watch you stream? You don't even leave your house. You don't go anywhere. What do you do? And I was like, I talk and I play video games. And he was like, I don't understand. What do you even talk about? You never leave your house. You only come to work. I know this. Everyone who works here knows this. It's like, well, A, you're right, but fuck off. And B, I know, okay, I understand, but it's fine. And he was like, wow, if you have anyone who actually watches you, they must have such bad taste, because why would you want to watch someone who doesn't go do things? And I was just like, the way I want to scream at this person right now. The way I want to scream at this person right now. But you know, I also at the same time I was like, I can't say anything to this person, but I am it made me very thankful. It made me very thankful that I have such a fantastic community who apparently has bad taste. Whose bad taste matches up with who I am as a Tanuki and as a streamer. I appreciate you guys so much. Other people who don't do things, unit, yeah, exactly. I was like, look, just because I didn't say it, but like in my head, I was like, hey, just because you like people who like go hiking and who do IRL streams and who like are really annoying with their fucking phones out on a stick wandering around a city for no reason, doesn't mean that everyone likes that, and doesn't mean that like people don't also not leave their house and therefore talk about not leaving their house, question mark. After I tried to help him too, right? I was like, it's a good thing that I don't ever fucking work with you. I see you like once a year. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna ignore that you're here. And so I did, and I may or may not have made his shift slightly harder than it needed to be, because a lot of stuff goes through me, and I just may or may not have not passed some things on that needed to be passed on. No one said that I wasn't just a little bit vindictive, you know, just a little bit petty. But him saying that did make me realize, like, or like I already know, it didn't really make me realize, but it reminded me to be like so thankful that I have you guys who have like similar tastes or interests, or at the very least will pretend for my sake so that you can listen to me yap for 12 million years. So yes, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for matching my taste, I suppose. Or for having me match your taste, which is apparently not good taste according to this coworker, but fuck him, you know, he doesn't know shit. And I do have stars in my eyes. Here, let me wee. Hee hee. Yes, yeah, I do. Wee. Yay. They're kinda shiny too. Just a little bit shiny. Wee. Oh, I'm off center now. That was terrible. This is a terrible day. Yeah. A couple of the girls have stars in their eyes, actually. Myself and Meeta as well has stars, and some of the other girlies too. Yeah. Who doesn't like to hear a cute anime girl yap? He must have a sad life. Well, like I said, he's really into like IRL streamers. I've heard him talk about anime with some of the guys a couple of times at work, but I'm pretty sure he's a normie. I'm pretty sure he's a normie. I don't think that he even understands what a VTuber would be, and you know, so I think that he's the one with bad taste, honestly. I feel like he's the one with bad taste, not me. I think my taste is questionable. No, that's a lie. My taste is questionable, but I trust that all of your guys' taste can't all be questionable at the same time. So therefore, I trust your guys' taste. And like, that's not to say that like his taste is like the worst or anything. Everyone likes different things, right? I'm not gonna fucking judge that. Some people like listening to people yap. Some people prefer their streamers to not yap as much. Some people prefer a heavy gameplay. Some people don't. Some people like singing. Some people are not as into it. Same thing with personality types, right? Like, I already know that I'm definitely not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine, because I'm not like, you know, a lot of people who might not find me interesting might really like Suri, who's like a lot more soft-spoken and very cute, or even like Poco, who's very like outgoing and well, outgoing in her streams. and does a lot of gameplay, but also is very cute, very, very cute, in a different way than Suri, in a completely different way than Suri. But like in her own way. Like, a lot of people, you know, I think people put VTubers in a box, and a lot of us are incredibly different, even just within V&U, right? Like, you think like Kokone Senpai and Leora Senpai are in the same gen, and they're very different people, even though they get along really well. Raccoon. I'm not a raccoon, though. She can call me raccoon if she wants, but I'm only her. Or only cute girls can call me raccoon. Yes. But yeah, think of other raccoon VTubers, right? There's, like, if you think indies, there's Snuffy. And then if you think other corpo girlies, there's Rocky and there's Poco, and none of them are the same. Like, they all do their own thing. They all have their own personality. And it's the same for just about anyone. So I hate that stupid comparison that, like, puts VTubers who, you know, maybe have a slight similarity in terms of models or the games that they play or things that they do, and they just assume that they're exactly the same or a copy of one another. I think that's stupid. I think that's garbage, because just because you don't like something doesn't make it bad. It means it's not your cup of tea. It's kind of like, ooh, I saw this thing on TikTok that I kind of liked that was like a thing. It was like for when you're not feeling good about yourself. And it was like, yeah, like, just like, if you think you're ugly, that's fine. You're just not your type, but you're someone else's type, so it's fine. And I was like, that's nice. I'm just gonna apply that to everything. I think I'm annoying as fuck, okay? And some people are gonna agree with me. And that just means that I'm not their type and I'm not my type. Holy fuck, if I had to live with a clone of myself, I would kill myself. I would, that would not end well. No. Yeah. Bunny tubers are usually just slightly yabai. I mean, I think a lot of us pick how we exist based on our actual selves, right? If you think about it, the reason that a lot of VTubers that maybe are bunnies or maybe are bears or are witches or anything like that, if you can find a similar through line, it might just be because that's part of the reason we decided to, like, exist in that way, you know? Like, if I mean, Meeta was born a witch, she's got 2 hearts, but like, if she didn't want to run a potion shop, she wouldn't have to run a potion shop. That's something that she enjoys doing, right? And I think that that's why you get like bunnies being very like hyperactive, or being slightly yabai, as you said. Yeah, so I think it's very much just like that also just reflects personality a little bit. Yeah. And also, hello, Brad, welcome on in. Not everyone can ride a unicorn. What? What does that mean? You're the combination of Lynette and a cat girl. Oh, well, Lynette's from Genshin, right? But I don't know much about her, honestly. I stopped playing Genshin right as the water area came out. Yeah. Punko is a red panda. Yes. Yeah, Punko is cute. And Kieran as well is a red panda. I had a chance to collab with her and RN Poco a little bit ago. Yeah. And yeah, just because there's similarities doesn't necessarily mean that we're the same. Because people could like one person and not the other, and that's perfectly okay. Yeah. Thank you, Delman. Thank you. But that's what I mean, right? I'm really happy you guys like me, but like I said, I would simply kill myself if there was another me. I would just go And you. There can only be one Tanuki here, and it is me. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm an actual raccoon, IRL. I'm not a raccoon, Updog. I am a Tanuki. I am a Tanuki. I am a Tanuki. Different. I'm a canine. You think it's just facts? Everyone probably picks an aspect of their, comes from their perception of the character and who to choose. Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're in the VTuber community to begin with, right? So if you're in the VTuber community and you see that a lot of bunny VTubers are, you know, tend to be very energetic, or tend to be really talkative, or tend to be just slightly yabai, then maybe if you have that kind of similar personality and you like the aesthetic of it, maybe you'll be more inclined to do that as well. Yeah. Can I? Oh yeah, for sure. I can show you guys the full model for those of you who are not long-time informants. Wee. Hello. Yes. I am Tanuki, not raccoon. You can tell by my tail. I mean, you could probably just tell by the fact that I say I'm a Tanuki, but no one tends to take that seriously. So, tail is the most feasible way to do that. It does not have stripes. I do not have stripes. I am Tanuki. I am not raccoon. Yes. Yay. I did show tail to prove, Vigred. I did show tail to prove. Yeah. And thank you. Thank you, Azathoth. That is one tweet, Hero, that I am not allowed to refute, but I am a Tanuki. Yes. Can we ask Elon to fund Raccoon Girl research? Didn't he say like a decade ago or some shit that he was going to try to make cat girls? I still don't have a cat girl. I'm very disappointed. I am very disappointed. Is there a way to see the tail? Yeah, I can show you the tail closer. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? You have tail. It's my tail. You cannot touch it. You cannot have it. You cannot bite it. You cannot put it in your mouth. And I'm saying this specifically because those are all things that I get asked decently frequently. So please, it is my tail. Yes. Yeah, no stripes. You're right. No stripes at all. Yes. You can no. Do not. Why the fuck would you want to lick a tail anyway? You're just gonna get fur in your mouth. Have you ever done that to a dog? No. And if yes, why? And also, if you have, then I'm sure that it wasn't very fun. You probably ended up with a mouth full of fur. Don't do that. Yes. Can you brush it? Maybe someday if you're really good. That is it. That is the end of that. Yes. Wayne Industries promised us an electrical vehicle. I put down a deposit. Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce? Yeah. Same mood. Does your brain ever just make you see the most detailed spider? No. For one particular reason, and that reason is I have no visual imagination. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have visual imagination, so I can't imagine things. Can I hallucinate though? Yes. So I guess technically I could hallucinate a spider. Cause that's like just a weird brain pathway thing. So theoretically I could do, I guess, but no, I've never just randomly seen a Spider. I would cry if that happened. Aphantasia? Yeah, aphantasia. Do I think in words, images, or concepts? I think in words and concepts. I can't see the words, but I think in words and concepts. For example, like, you know, a lot of people will say like an apple is, you know, you can see an apple, you know what an apple looks like. But like, I'm like, okay, apples are like, my list is like, you know, apples are like, can be red, they can be yellow, they can be green. Usually in drawings, you see like them with like one stem and like 1 or 2 leaves. They're like kind of oblong shaped, like they're you know, sometimes a lot smaller on the bottom. They're not a perfect circle. They're kind of like someone took a circle and like squished it into like a little, almost like a little bit of a triangle shape, sort of. But some apples are a lot more circular depending on the type of apple. So I kind of just have a, I don't know if it's like a checklist sort of for a lot of things, as opposed to like seeing a picture, right? I can describe things, but for example, I can tell you what Ma and Pa Hart look like, theoretically. But I can't actually picture what they look like, if that makes sense. Yeah. Which, honestly, I've realized is maybe part of the reason that I have such a hard time with object permanence in general. Is like, you know, ADHD and object permanence don't go well together to begin with, and then you add the aphantasia in on that. And that's how I ended up with a carton of eggnog in my fridge for like 2 to 3 years. Because I just forgot that it was there, and I can't see that it is there in my head if I think about my fridge, and also just if I don't, it's you know, out of sight, out of mind. Is it still there? I don't think it's still there. I'm near certain I threw it out because people were telling me to throw it out every day, and that reminded me to do so. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you see pictures as an overlay of other things. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Yeah. If I can't see it, it's not there. Yeah, that is such a mood. Even sometimes if I can see it, it's not there if my brain has decided to tell me it's not there. For example, if you're holding your phone and then not knowing where your phone is. Has anyone else tried to call their phone from their phone before? Ooh, this seems fun. Oh, Vigrid, thank you for the super. I thought you checked after a stream last week. Did I? I don't know, maybe. I could check again, I guess. And I do know Yai, if you're talking about Yai from Before Mirai. Yes. I do know her. I popped in on a stream of hers a couple of days, either yesterday? Was that yesterday? I don't fucking know. Time has no meaning. Time has absolutely no meaning. That drink is not good. Looking for your earphones or headset when you were wearing them all along? Yeah, that's also... Trying to find glasses wearing glasses? Ah, yeah. I mean, I guess you can kind of technically see glasses, but mainly it's just the... especially, I guess if your lenses are foggy or something, and then like that is a similar type of annoyance for when you're not wearing glasses in terms of your vision. That could make sense. Maybe. Maybe. On that note, I am gonna take 2 seconds to go check my fridge so that I can let you guys know if the eggnog is still in there or not. I'll be right back. Anyway, what are you guys doing today? How's everyone doing? Yeah, so apparently it wasn't ever thrown out. So it's still there. I will do my best to remember to throw it out after stream today. Yeah. How does it smell? I don't know. I'm not about to fucking put my face near it. Yeah, it's on the side of the fridge I never open. So I don't generally see that it exists. I kind of always just assume that I have thrown it out because that seems like a normal thing to do, and I always underestimate my ability to be a fucking idiot. So, put it on your desk so I don't forget. I don't want to do that. What if it smells silly? I don't want to bring it out here. Keep it till the 12-hour stream for a smelling batsu? No. No! Please send the pic to Meeta for a fridge review just for the funnies. She's not doing a fridge review or anything. For 3 years, it was just chilling there. Yeah, it's, so it was purchased when I first moved into this apartment. And it is still there. And I've lived here for 2 or 3 years. And I moved in around the holiday season. So it's literally been there the entire time. No, I don't live with anyone. I live by myself. Yeah. So that's the reason that kind of thing can happen. I feel like if I lived with someone else, then they would probably throw that shit out. But I do not. So it is mine, and I have to try to figure out how to get rid of it. Yeah. Oh, I know you guys knew that I didn't live with anyone, but someone asked. Hero asked, yeah. Needs to get the Monsters Incorporated treatment. It's gonna go in like 2 or 3 different bags. Like that needs to be sealed. I need to make sure that it doesn't leak anywhere. It's gonna be a process. It's fine. It'll probably be okay. You know, it'll probably be okay, but it will definitely be a process. 'Cause I do not trust that. I do not trust that at all. You're back and driving. Welcome back, Stardax. Welcome back. Yes. A fridge with 2 doors sounds fancy. It is kind of fancy. It was also very expensive. How do I know that? Because I fucking bought the fridge. Because the one that was in here was not working. And did I tell myself, oh, I don't need that much fridge space. I don't fucking cook. No, I did not. I said, ooh, this way when I open the door to the fridge, I won't accidentally hit myself with it. Good idea, Cyon. And now we have, the sole, occupant of the fridge being, eggnog. Yeah. You have a good sense around, when something's close to your face that you're not used to. Interesting. It's one of those fridges with an ice. Oh no, it's not. It does not have any water dispensers or ice dispenser. Yeah, it doesn't have ice or water dispensers because I specifically didn't want them. Why? Because that's something you have to clean. I don't know if you know that. If you have that kind of a fridge, you're supposed to clean that shit so that it doesn't grow shit in it. So that you're not just feeding yourself ice cubes with random fucking shit on it. And no one cleans them. And I know myself well enough to know that I'm not gonna fucking clean that. There's a 0% chance that I would actually clean that part of a fridge if it existed. So, yeah. I thought I was doing a good thing, and I'm pretty sure I've still done a good thing. In not trying to make myself do that, it wouldn't have ended well anyway, so. No, I don't think that that is a good bacterial mixture for the guts, Vigred. I really don't. I do not, in fact, think that that's a thing. Yeah. See ya, Zero. Have a good time. And my freezer does have chicky nuggies in it. Yes. There's chicky nuggies, there's french fries, there's a couple of microwave meal things. There's a bag of veggies that I'm never gonna eat because it's also been in there for like 2 years. But it makes me feel good about the fact that I own veggies. Yeah. You bought a fridge like that last year. You'll be honest, you didn't know it please clean that. It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's, you know, yeah, you should clean it every once in a while. Yeah. Kind of like the same thing if you have a humidifier, you're supposed to clean that out. They say weekly. That's way too fucking much. I would say like monthly. Yes. Frozen pizza's goated. Yes, I bought a frozen pizza once. That is the one time I've ever used the oven in this particular apartment. I didn't realize that I would need to clean the inside of the oven out before I used the oven. Because generally speaking, ovens get used, and I forgot that I hadn't used the oven. So I turned it on and everything smelled like burning because the dust that was in the oven was burning. And it smelled really, really bad. So yeah. Get an air fryer? I have an air fryer. That is the only way that I cook food in my place is air fryer and microwave. Yeah. Yeah. Haven't you baked in it? No, I have not, Big Red. I have given up. I didn't want to have to clean it. It doesn't even turn on right now because Hart turned off all the gas connections to the oven. So, yeah. Do I own an oven? Yes. Is it currently usable in any capacity? No. How does dust get in the oven? I'm assuming through like the stove top and stuff, right? Because there's vents that go up. But I kind of just assumed that it would be fine because yeah, like it's closed. So I thought it would be fine, but I guess not. You can cook pizza in an air fryer. You can't cook an entire pizza. You would have to do it piece by piece, and that means you have to take it out of the box. And I don't like doing that. I don't like portioning stuff out. The only time that I will do portions and leftovers is if I get takeout food. Yeah. So like if I buy a pizza from a restaurant, then I have no problem, like, you know, taking a couple pieces out, putting the rest of the pizza back in the oven or in the fridge and doing that. But like when it comes to things that are like you have to cook them, I don't like cooking it and then putting it in my fridge. I don't know why. It's a brain thing. I just don't like it. Get a bigger air fryer? How the fuck are you gonna get an air fryer that fits a 12-inch pizza? That is too big. That is your entire fucking counter. No one needs an air fryer that big. Especially if you live alone like I do. That's a terrible idea. Oh my god. No, it's fine though. I do a lot of chicky nuggies. I figured out that you could do pierogies and stuff. Yeah. I've never rolled up pizza slices and eaten it like a wrap. I know people who do that, or like I've seen people do that. I just pick it up and eat it. Sometimes I'll fold it in half if it's like a super wide pizza and I'm trying to eat the ends, like the parts that are nearest the crust, and they're too big to fit in my mouth. Yeah. Huge air fryer for when you need to remove the heist witness? No. Why? Okay, in the very slim chance that we need to get rid of a body, why in the world would I take that home with me? That seems like an absolutely terrible idea. Sounds like an absolutely terrible idea. What shape is the chicky nuggie? Sadly, they're not dino nuggies. because for some reason those are incredibly hard to find where I am. So yeah. They're normal. Some of them have faces. One of the boxes, they're very strange. You love pierogies? I love pierogies! Yes. Pierogi is fantastic. I heckin' adore pierogies. They're fantastic. They're so good. I also really like cabbage rolls. Cabbage rolls are fantastic. And sometimes you can get frozen cabbage rolls that you can just cook in like an air fryer too. Yeah, which is nice, which is incredibly nice. They, for some reason, are decently rare, though, so they come in and out of the stores in my area, and that makes me really sad. That feeling when no dino nuggies? I know! It's terrible. So whenever I do see them in the store, I do make sure to try to, like, grab a good chunk of, like, a good amount of them. Yes. How are the bunnies? They're doing well. They're doing good. When I went to check the fridge earlier, they came and did some circles around my feet because they thought I was getting up to give them a snack. And then I felt really bad because I did not, in fact, have a snack for them. So if they, you know, do any form of retribution on me later today, I blame y'all, okay? So if I post later about the bunnies that have done something terrible, like eaten a cord or something, that wouldn't have happened if I didn't go check the fridge. So, yeah. When is the last time you ate a fruit or veggie? Yesterday I specifically went out of my way to go to a place that had really good sandwiches that were chicken and pear and arugula, and then I had a side that was like a curried veggie dish. Yeah. So yesterday, aren't I doing so good? I ate veggies. I actually tried really hard to eat something. I try to like at least have one meal that has a decent amount of fruit or veggies during my work week. Yeah. Have a good night, Chris. Have a good night. I just stream on YouTube, Brad. I only am streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I know a lot of small corpo girlies have options to stream on both YouTube and Twitch, but because our parent company is Korean, we're not able to go on Twitch at this moment. Yes. What's my work schedule? I work Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays in the raccoon world. Yes. Although technically, I do some work all the time. I'm always working. I'm working like a lot of the time, honestly. But I really do enjoy what I do outside of the raccoon world, especially. I do enjoy everything that I do with V&U. So yeah. And you guys will get to see. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that everyone is working on. There's so many like. Oh my god, my gen mates, guys, they're all geniuses. They're all so hardworking and smart, and there's stuff, and I can't wait. Yeah. You remember when your senpai were trying to get you to eat more healthy options? I'm trying, okay? I promise I'm trying. Oh, you should sleep too. Well, if you do go to sleep, Hachiclaw, then I hope you have a really, really good. I hope you have a good and restful night. Yes. Do you make your veggies with sauce or make it like a soup? I don't make anything. Sometimes if I eat veggies and I'm home, they're like in like little packs and they're microwavable, and sometimes they have cheese sauce on them because I like cheese sauce. Yeah, Twitch is dead in Korea. They're not allowed. Which heckin' sucks for anyone who was like a streamer and Korean. Just absolutely ugh. Man, she just about spoiled something. I did not, Vigrad. I would never spoil anything. Never, ever. Can I sing a Korean song? No. And that's not just me saying no because I don't want to. That's me saying no because the only language that I can speak is English, and I speak it quite poorly to begin with, so. Yeah, no. Yeah, there's a chance that I might have to learn a Korean song depending on how my first cover poll goes. Because I think there was one on there that was a Korean K-pop song. But yeah, no, I don't speak Korean. I don't speak Japanese. Yeah, I am a monolingual Tanuki. Sad but true. Sad but true. You don't put frozen veggies in the air fryer? I mean, I could. But why would I do that when I could put French fries in the air fryer instead? Yes, I could have curly fries, or thick cut fries, or happy face fries. Or waffle fries? Waffle fries are good. Yes. Yes, have a good night, Patty Claw. Have a good night. Just ask the potatoes. Potatoes are fantastic. Also, hello, Yuki. Welcome on in. Yes. Roasted veggies are good. A little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. They're also expensive, though, and then I would have to cut them. And I don't own a cutting board. I don't own a cutting board. I do own knives. I do own knives, but I don't own a cutting board, so yeah. So I would have to get pre-cut veggies anyway, and those are even more expensive than normal veggies. So yeah. I do have salads every once in a while, because you can get like pre-mixed salads in a bag, and then I can just put all the stuff into a big bowl and eat the salad. So yeah. You can fry potato skin as a snack. You guys keep saying you can do these things as a snack. You can have this thing as a snack. I can't cook. Like theoretically, yes, you can do this cool thing as a snack. Yeah, for sure. But I don't have the ability to do that. You can afford a double-side fridge, but not a cutting board. Look, Hero. My life choices are surely their own thing, okay? It's kind of like when people ask about my desk when I first told people about it. It is expensive. But now I never have to buy another one again, okay? So it was the idea of having a fridge that could do things, okay? It's fine. It's fine. What are the knives for if you don't have a cutting board? I was gifted them. They're gifted knives. Yeah. So I just own them. Sometimes I use them to open boxes. Sometimes I do use them to like cut food, but it's like cake or that one evil pickle the other time. Yeah. Yeah, the last time I touched them was for my birthday donathon celebration stream. Yeah, when we cut the chamoy pickle. You can eat healthier as an adult. Decided I am an adult. I decided I have been an adult for quite a while now. I am a very adulty adult. Yeah. Yes. How happy birthday, Starducks! Happy birthday! I hope your day goes well. Yes. I hope it ends well. Nothing like finding a new VTuber, hearing the first thing being, and then I'd have to cut them out of context. No! It was vegetables! I'd have to cut vegetables. She's nearing Hague status? I'm not nearing Hague status, rigor mortis. I have passed the nearing line. That line is behind me. Yeah. There is no nearing about it. Yeah. I'm very good at adulting, just not cooking or eating. That is sometimes true, Vigred. I can be good at adulting if I need to be. just, you know, not generally how that works out. Seems like a stack of children in a raccoon suit. I mean, I am very immature a lot of the time. I don't tend to prefer to hold myself to being like a mature and adult-esque person. I do recognize that my personality is quite immature a lot of the time. So, yeah. Do you find it irksome when people say the word adulting, like turning a noun into a verb? No, I turn nouns into verbs all the time. Yeah. So I don't really mind it. Heg status is wild. I don't know why anyone who's been around for any period of time is confused about that. I've talked about the internet coming in the mail and getting CDs and boxes and making mobiles with them. The most important question is, do you like cheese? I do like cheese. Should I be having cheese? No. We're in V&U. Heg status is normal here. There are a handful of us, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. We need a Heg and U subunit. It's V&Unis. I believe is what we've called ourselves. Well, it certainly wasn't me that has decided that that's what we're gonna be called. It was, I believe, Leora Senpai who named us. And it was originally me and her and Kokone Senpai, and then Maeve joined in, but Maeve is baby. Maeve is like one of the youngest girlies in general. To be fair, she is human, so that makes sense, right? It does make sense she would be like very young, given that she's also, yeah, one of the only humans in V&U. So, Can we get an all Hag stream someday? I mean, we did sort of when we did Baldur's Gate. Yeah. She sounds and acts 23. I may not know my actual age in human years as opposed to in the raccoon world, but I can tell you, you are very far off. I can tell you that is not a close guess. My calculations have put it a good chunk higher than that. Do I know the exact number? No. I do know that is not right. V&Unis plus Maeve, yeah. I don't know, Hero. As I just said, I don't know my exact age in the human world. You know? Yeah, I have like a general I have a general ballpark range, but I don't want to tell the informants before I, nail that down a little bit more. I feel like that would just be mean. I feel like that would be rude. Yes. So what is it in the raccoon world? Oh, it's a good couple thousand. So, that's fine. I did not almost say I had a bald spot, Vigred. What the fuck? Where does that even come from? What does that even mean? You mentioned your first gaming console that gave a very good estimate. I mean, have I said my very first? I mean, yeah. I've named a lot of gaming consoles that I've had, right? Like I've said that I had a Game Boy, like a brick Game Boy, and a normal Game Boy, and an N64, and my neighbors had a PlayStation, and my babysitter had like the normal like actual Nintendo with the fucking guns for Duck Hunt and shit. So, I mean, I grew up with a lot of tech around me. I was very lucky with that. So, yeah. I got the chance to play a lot of games, even from a very young age, and I was very lucky. Yeah. Hello. You'll ask your best friend for the raccoon human age conversion. I'm not a raccoon! I'm not a raccoon. I am a tanuki. I am a tanuki. It's not the same thing. I do know the pain of gaming with dial-up. That is true. But yeah, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. You guys will learn when I learn, you know? You guys will learn when I learn. What is the human, animal-human variant? Is there a raccoon world, by the way? Oh, I mean, I can show you what everyone else looks like in the raccoon world if you've never seen Pompon before. There you go. Here, wait, maybe so you guys can see him better. Hello. Hi. Wow. He's just a silly guy. But yeah, for the most part, that's what everyone looks like in the raccoon world. I am the only tanuki in the raccoon world. I have my headcanons about how that happened. A lot of the informants have heard it before, but yeah, I'm not exactly certain as to why that is, but yes, I am a tanuki for sure. It has been confirmed that I am a tanuki. Yes. But yeah. Are there other tanukis? I'm sure that there are. I mean, in the human world, I've seen a lot of notations and information about tanukis. Is tanuki a weird-looking dog? It's a dog that looks like a raccoon. Yeah. It is a dog that looks like a raccoon. Yeah. I am canine. Woof. You and Pompon are one of the many tanuki and raccoon. Yeah. There's many raccoons in the raccoon world, and they're all, I mean, most of them are quite nice. The police officers are not all that great. But you know, they're fine. How did Pompon and me meet? We're childhood friends. Yeah. Yeah. Woof again. No. I just did it to prove that I'm a canine. I don't need to do it anymore. That's not how that works at all. She's secretly using the Tanuki yokai power to transform for sure. I mean, transformation is a Tanuki power, but I don't generally hold transformations for no reason. Why would I do that? That sounds like it would take so much energy. I would much rather do other things with that energy, like talk to you guys or play video games or lay on the floor. I'm not about to hold a transformation for ridiculous amounts of time for no reason. That sounds silly. So Pompons are thousands of years old in the raccoon world as well? Yeah. He's just a little guy. I mean, I don't know about that, but we are both thieves. Although I don't know if Sly Cooper would necessarily count as a phantom thief. That is quite the difference. You tried hanging up and it didn't work? No, you can't. You can't hang up. No. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, you see, because if you're here, you're mine now. So you're not allowed to leave. You're stuck here with me. I mean, if you need to go somewhere, you can go if you have to, but if you just want to hang up for funsies. I mean, you'd never do that anyway, so it's fine, right? You'd never just hang up and leave me here. So don't worry about it. It's not that it's broken or anything, it's a feature. It's a feature, not a bug. It's definitely a feature and not a bug. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's totally cool. It's totally fine. Yeah. You may check out, but you can never leave. Yes, exactly. Just like Hotel California. Yeah. Phantom mostly means unknown. Oh no, not when it comes to Phantom Thief. No. In fact, that is generally the opposite. I mean, unknown if you like don't want to get caught, obviously, but Phantom Thieves tend to put on productions. Yes, tend to put on productions. We really like making sure people know that we're coming. We like to have a challenge. We like to have fun with it. We don't just generally steal for stealing's sake. So yeah. Yeah. I don't have an ownership kink. I don't think I have an ownership kink. That's... No. Is that clingy girlfriend or yandere? I don't know. You decide. Yeah. The button is blocked by chat, so we can't leave anyway. Nice. I'll take it. And Memento, welcome to the Palm Crew. Welcome back. What does that mean, Brad? I was not a drama. I mean, I was not a drama kid. I never took drama classes in school. Now, that's not to say that I've never been in a stage play, but I've never taken drama classes in school. I said I wasn't sure because I don't think I have an ownership kink. I just am very possessive. And then I had to like think about that on the other side because I have like previously mentioned like endings of games and characters where like you as the player character gets locked in a cage or like locked up or tied up or something and like but that wouldn't be technically the ownership side of that kink. So I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's a thing at all. Yeah, Kaito Kid and Arsene Lupin. Yes. And if you think of like characters in like Dean Angel or like Jean, bada. Anyway, yeah, it's a Phantom Thief. Phantom Thief is a trope that has been around for quite a long time. Yeah. Yes. So I'm naturally dramatic? Maybe. Maybe. Do my parents hate it? Also maybe. Does the drama stage help you fight in Twitter? No, not at all. It was quite interesting. I don't know if anyone else has been part of a stage play or anything. It's a very interesting experience to get to have. You have to leave, that's okay. Have a good night, Keywoks. Have a good night. You'd be you're lying you were in drama your whole life. I do like stage plays and stuff, and I've been in theater, but yeah, I didn't get to take it in class in school or anything. I was a band kid. Yeah. You had to pick one or the other, so I picked band. Or rather, I don't think I was given the option, actually. I don't think I was allowed to not take band by my parents. But I quite enjoy band anyway. I played a lot of instruments and it was a lot of fun, so. Yeah, I was friends with a lot of drama kids. A lot of the girlies that I wrapped into the anime club when we made it were drama kids. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with drama kids at all, obviously. So if you were one, congratulations on making it to this day. Yeah. But yeah, no, I did stage plays and stuff when I was a kid. I took part in like theater a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. You were the founder of the anime club? Yes, me and one of my best friends, because her dad was a teacher. So we got to found the anime club. He had absolutely no choice in the matter. He had absolutely no choice. It was very much his daughter and me rolling up and just being like, hey, sign the paper. You're gonna sit in the back of the classroom anyway, so now you just have to do it with a bunch of people talking about anime. What kind of role did you play? The princess or the villain? Well, I mean, generally they don't give young girls villain roles in a lot of typical theater. So I did often end up as like a princess type role or someone who needed saving type role. One time I was the love interest. One time I was a page boy who sold newspapers and was starving and so lots of different little things, you know, but it's very fun. I got to you know be there's a lot of waiting around when it comes to stage plays. There's a lot of waiting around, right? Not just in leading up to as well. But like you gotta show up early, you gotta make sure you hit your cue, but like in between the cue, you gotta be paying attention, but you gotta be waiting and just chilling, and yeah, there's a lot of waiting. Which I think, you know, you would think that would teach me patience, but instead I'm pretty sure that just meant that it took all of the patience that I had, and got rid of it. I used up all of my patience. No. I never got to go to a school that had school uniforms. Did I try to enforce school uniforms at one point? Yes. Did that make me popular? Oh no. I really wanted school uniforms. Yeah, no, I've never had the chance to go to a school with school uniforms, and they did not let me attempt to change the policy for any of the public schools that I went to. I did try more than once, did not work. It did not work out in my favor, so yeah, no, I've never. So the only times I've ever worn a school uniform have not been in school. They've been for like cosplay purposes and things like that. Yeah. How does one enforce school uniforms? You petitioned? I petitioned, and then I went and talked with like the principal and teachers. Like I set up like meetings and stuff, and they all said I was crazy. So I mean, in nicer words, because generally speaking, you don't just tell a teenager that they're crazy. But they're uncomfy and cardboard feeling. Yes, but it also means that you don't have to think about what you're gonna wear every single day. And it means that no one is gonna get bullied specifically on what they're wearing, because you can't tell who has money based on their clothing. I mean, you're gonna still be able to tell, obviously, based on like 12 million other fucking things, but that's, you know, that's one thing. These are things that I like had in the in the thing. I was like, here's all the upsides of having school uniforms. Yeah, they told me that it was still stupid, so it's fine. You know, it's fine. It is what it is. No way students would have gone along with it if they had a choice. Yeah, the only people who really wanted it were nerds, and it's fine, you know, it's fine. It's okay, it's fine. Those are the talking points? Yeah, exactly. I did research and I made sure to like look at the talking points as to like why people liked school uniforms and how they were usually put in place and that kind of thing. Yeah. So, like I did a lot of research, and I had like a whole ass fucking presentation for them. Like I didn't just wander into the principal's office and go like, hey, I want school uniforms. I did actually like have a whole thing planned out, but I know that school uniforms are very hit and miss in terms of like comfort and also how they look, but like there are some really nice school uniforms out there, even if you're not necessarily thinking specifically of ones that they have in like anime or in different places in Japan or anything. But like I had a whole bunch of references for relatively local schools that had school uniforms as well, like private. Most of them were private schools. Yeah, and I like had references, and I was like, these are things that we could try to implement because they're fancy and cute, and are fancy and cute, and yeah. Oh, semi-see-through blouse. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Oh my god, that's terrible. That's terrible. I mean, if they were white tops, to be fair, it's really, really hard to get a white button-up that isn't at least a little bit see-through, which is stupid because you can get them to be non-see-through for men's clothing, but apparently not for women's clothing. So it's actually part of the reason I don't own any white shirts. I do not own a single white shirt because anytime I've had to wear one for like work in any place or like, no, I've only ever bought them for work, honestly. You have to wear like a tank top or something underneath it. And then like, what if it's warm? Now you've got multiple layers. It's so stupid. Do I own any white pants? No, for the exact same fucking reason. Okay? I had a pair probably in uni when like colored pants were really, really popular. And I mean, I guess like high school and uni, but I didn't get them until uni. I wasn't allowed to have colorful things like that when I lived with my parents. But I did have a pair of white pants at one point, but you can only wear them with skin tone underwear. If they're thick enough, maybe with white underwear, but even then you'll probably be able to see the line because that's a different color to the rest of the skin that is under the pant, which is stupid. It is stupid. Yeah. So I don't like white clothing in general. It's easy to get dirty. You can stain it really quickly. Usually it's pretty see-through for no fucking reason. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of white. Off-white colors are fine for some reason. Like if you go for like a tan color or like even a beige, they tend to be made a little bit thicker, which makes no sense. Because even if you get the same shirt in multiple colors, the white for some reason is always going to be made of a slightly thinner material, which is stupid. The second you put it on, it gets dirty. Yes. I've also had people say that if you like certain deodorants will end up staining white shirts really easily. White shirts and black shirts, I've been told. I don't generally wear button-up shirts. Like I'm not a yeah. I think this is the only button-up that I wear on a regular basis. I think I own like one other button-up top, and they're not a frequent thing in my wardrobe. Yep. Because I don't need to look fancy all the time. I only want to look fancy when I'm putting on my Phantom Thief outfit. Yes. But I need to look good for you guys, you know? Then I put the good outfit on. But otherwise, not so much. Not so much. You have to sort clothes more if you have white clothes? Oh, yeah. Sorting laundry is a thing, hey? I don't sort my laundry. I just throw it in. So, yeah. Did I have to when I was a kid? Oh yeah, that was one of my chores. I did all the laundry for the entire house, and we had to separate it into whites and darks and reds. Yeah, so I grew up doing that, and now I can't be bothered. I don't fucking care, okay? Maybe if I had a laundry machine, like, in every single place that I've lived, but I've had a lot of times where I've had to drag stuff down into the basement to do coin laundry, and nah. It's just not worth it. Just not worth it. No. I mean, if you've got something new that is red, then maybe you sort that so that it doesn't go with the whites or something, right? Like, that's maybe the one case. If you buy something specifically that is new that you think might bleed, then, okay, yeah, all right, separate it. But otherwise, no, fuck that. No. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a waste of time. You did laundry, only wash whites separately? That's fine. If you own a lot of whites, I can see why that might be a thing you'd want to do. I don't generally own a lot of whites, so... How's it going? Hello, Dougie. Have a good day at work. It's going okay. I am sick. I think it's starting to get more evident in my voice. Because it is a respiratory infection. So, you know, it is what it is. How do I find my pants if all my top is shirts? What do you mean? What do you mean, hero? Can I say it? Yes. Will I say it? I don't know. Maybe if a lot of people ask me nicely. And even then, it would probably be really awkward for a lot of people to hear because I am not. I am generally not the little sister type of streamer. No. I feel like my personality is so like so not on that level, you know? I feel like I am like the weirdest person to be saying that, which is part of the reason I would be okay saying it if actually people wanted it, but like yeah, I feel like it's such a departure from like who I am as a person. What about an ara ara? Did you guys not hear me teaching Tia how to do an ara ara? Cyon is the cool aunt. Cool is debatable, but yeah, I apparently fit into like an aunt / older sister type category, but like I'm stupid. So, girl failure older sister, is that a thing? Yeah. Yeah. I'm girl failure older sister, Oni-chan. I mean, I feel like the way that people want a person to say that is like Oni-chan, which is again very different from who I am as a person. Not everyone would have heard the ara ara. There. Now you've got both sides of it. You've got two different very specific VTuber tropes that I don't fit. I don't think I fit either of those categories. But it is what it is, you know? Girl failure older sister. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. I'm not about to lie to everyone and be like, yeah, I'm super cool and totally put together. Yeah. You know, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a Tanuki enjoying my time in the world. Yes. Drinking absolutely terribly flavored beverages so that I can get protein and vitamins and... Is there anything else in this? Potassium and calcium and iron. Ooh, this has a good amount of iron. That's really good because I actually need to be taking more iron. How much did you practice them? Because we know you did. No. I just figured out the ara ara. I've done a couple of times in the raccoon world, but it's just literally you drop your voice into whatever your lower range is. And then for an ara ara, I think you drag the words out, not necessarily slur, but you drag them out so that they're kind of connected. You add a little bit of breathiness and you end at the end, right? Right? That like, blah, at the end, that little tail. Yeah, so it's not necessarily something that I practiced or anything. It's, to me, that it just seems like a pretty... I think it's because I can get my voice down into that lower register that it, like, I think that what the voice that I use for that works well enough that it's like, it is what it is. Yeah. Hello, Pseudo. Hello, Pseudomastics. Oh, I'm sorry your day's been shit. I'm so sorry. That sucks. You know, hopefully tomorrow will be better. Hopefully tomorrow will be a good day. You know, as good as a Wednesday can do. Would you ever consider a proper VA job? I have dabbled. I have dabbled in voiceover. It was fun. It was a great experience. I also realized that it's not a job that I think I could do. It's a lot trying to make sure that you can intone and hold a very specific voice. And being in that box and getting direction and trying to match lip flaps and stuff is a lot harder than a lot of people would assume that it is. It is like, actually, it takes a good amount of practice to be able to get it all down. Because I feel like a lot of people, especially if you grew up with early anime dubs, everyone was kind of like, I could do that better than they could do. But a lot of it is direction and suiting what everyone else is doing as well. And yeah. Keeping the voice consistent would be hard, yes. Especially if it's a voice you're putting on, right? Especially if it goes the extra step and you're putting in some sort of accent or you're changing the way that you talk. Yeah. There's wisdom in seeing what you realistically can or cannot do. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, could I do voiceover? Could I become a voice actor? Yeah. But like, you know, I'd have to put in as much effort as any other voice actor, right? Because they take classes, they do practice, they send in a shit ton of auditions. Like, a lot of them are very well trained, and yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I dabbled in it. I met a couple of voice actors through it that are all really fucking nice people. And then I realized that, you know what, maybe not for me. I'm gonna go find something else, and then I did. Yeah. So, informants who have been around for a while know that my resume is an absolute fucking mess. Because I've kind of dipped my toe into a lot of different things. I'm very much a believer of, if something drains the life out of you and you like just feel absolutely fucking terrible while you're doing it, then what's the fucking point? Unless it gives you enough time and money to do the things that you really love every other waking moment of the day. But a lot of jobs don't do that. So I'm very much a person who, I think that if you have the option to, it's better to find something that at least that you can tolerate, if not love, to spend a lot of your time doing. Yeah. Which is part of the reason, like, I enjoy my job in the raccoon world. I think it's fun. I have a good time there most of the time. But part of the reason that I have it is because it has part-time things, like my position, which means that I can come here and hang out with you guys and play video games and stream and have a good time. Yeah. Did I finish college? I have multiple university degrees and all of them are fucking useless because I don't do anything with them. I used to be an elementary school teacher. Yeah, so I used to be an elementary school teacher, and then I worked in QA dev support for a while. I did voice acting for a little bit. I went back to school for my current position. Yeah. I've done a lot of academic stuff. Yeah, so my original university degree was a double major with a minor. So I did a double major in world literatures and history, and then I got a minor in education, and then I took teaching certification, which is like a one-year program after you get an undergraduate degree. And then I decided that I hate children. I don't hate them, but I'm good with them, and I figured if I could give them back at the end of the day, it would be fine. Turns out it was not fine. Also, it was incredibly stressful. I realized that the teaching is like not a 9 to 5. That is like a when you wake up to when you go to bed. I only got to play one video game the entire time I was a teacher. It was terrible. Also, there's a lot of stress in not being able to do things because a lot of times, like, the kid, you're not allowed to touch the kids. So, like, if someone's having a bad day, you can't hug them back. They can hug you, but you can't hug them back. And that sucks. Because when I see people that are not having a good time, I want to be able to comfort them. But I also worked in some not great parts of some not great cities. And so I saw, like, a kid who could perfectly mime shooting up drugs, and a kid who, you know, would hide in a cupboard because if he heard any loud noise, it would bring back not great things, and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. So it was hard, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this for another 5 years and still give it my all. I'm also I'm very passionate about education. I think that if a teacher isn't giving like their all to be a teacher and isn't trying their very best to make sure that the kids get the most out of what they're doing, there's no fucking point in you being a teacher. I'm sorry. Like what? Every kid gets one teacher per year, and if you're a shit teacher, then you might turn that kid off of wanting to learn anything ever again, and that's stupid. I fucking hate that. And that's also why I decided to stop being a teacher, because I didn't ever want to become that teacher. I always wanted to be the fun teacher. And fun, not necessarily in like, oh, we're gonna have so much fucking fun, but like, you know, like someone who is like decently approachable and at least has like, you know, somewhat interesting lessons that isn't, it's math, here's a math worksheet, congratulations, right? I think that's stupid. I think it's stupid. So I left before that could happen, because I think that's not cool. Teachers pay so much to outfit their classes. Yeah. yeah. Schools in most of North America, not just Raccoonadia. It seems both in the raccoon world and the human world are very underfunded. Teachers do not get paid enough. They simply do not. And they have to pay for everything that goes into their classroom. So if you've ever had a class that had chairs, like not just like the blue chairs and the tiny desks, but like, you know, a chair to sit at to read, or any rugs, or anything on the walls, or any books, that's all bought by the teacher. That shit is so expensive. Which is, yeah, especially when you teach primary. So like a lot of the kids, you know, a lot of like grade 1 kindergarten sort of classrooms, they've got all of that stuff, right? That all was bought by teachers. It's absolutely crazy. Don't know a place where elementary school teachers are paid well enough? Yeah, it's kind of sad, honestly, how little people like think teachers are worth. I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb, especially because you're trusting these people to like help educate and look after students, like kids, for hours, for like a third of a day, and you don't think that they're worth paying more than like it's like pennies. Which is part of the reason that I'm okay doing things like working part-time and not like having a big house or like fancy anything, because I essentially assumed from like 3rd grade until I stopped being a teacher that I was just gonna be broke all of the time because I was gonna be a teacher. So I set myself up mentally to be incredibly broke for my entire life. Which sounds really sad, but I think has actually helped me a lot in the long run, because it means that I'm not really worried about not having a ton of money, as long as I can pay for the basics and keep myself alive. And that's let me dip my toe into a lot of different things that like I think a lot of people might be more worried about leaving a well-paying job or something to try something new. So yeah. School is easy compared to real life. Literally, as a student, all you have to do is pay attention. Yeah, I mean, that's hard for some people, right? Yeah, that is incredibly hard for some people. And a lot of school teaches in a very specific way, and that's not necessarily great for every kid, you know? Because, like, there's a lot of different ways that people can best learn and memorize things. So there's, like, you can listen to something and learn it, you can see something and learn it, or you can do something and learn it. And people who are like tactile learners who have to like do things, they're usually the people who do the worst in a public school system, because there's just usually not enough time in a lot of classrooms for them to get that portion, which is something that I tried to focus on a lot. Or to bring in things that kids like, because if you don't like something, you're not gonna fucking focus on it, right? Especially if it's near the end of the day. So I did things like using D&D character sheets for like writing characters, like learning how to put together a character in general for English and like for creative writing, or using like Pokemon typings as like decimal point introductions and workarounds, or like factoring in like video game things that some of the kids were more interested in and explaining things that way. Or like, you know, there was like, I put in a free period at the end of certain days. So like once a week for like an hour at the end of the day, they could do whatever they want. And the caveat was that they had to put together a presentation at some point. So like one kid built a fucking motor car, and then like his whole thing was like, I want it to be able to jump this from this place to this place. He didn't do it, but it fucking moved, which is crazy, right? So I think that like getting kids involved in their learning is really, really, really important, because if they don't care, they're not gonna want to listen to it. I'm sorry, as important as something might be, if you can't make the kid care about it, unless they're a kid like me, who was like my whole fucking childhood was like, I want to go to school. I would like, if I was sick, I would pretend to be not sick so I could go to school, okay? So unless you were a kid like me, there's a fuck all chance that you're gonna give a shit about what the teacher's saying, unless it's something that either A, you enjoy and like and are interested in, or B, you like the teacher and you respect them enough to actually listen to them. So, I don't know. I feel like public school is... there's so many things that I wish were better, and there's so many things that I wish teachers could get like support and funding for and stuff. But you know, it is what it is. Kids and teachers should be treated with dignity. Yeah, that's part of it too. As much as I say I don't like kids, like I joke that I hate kids. I don't hate kids. I know that I'm not a very patient person. And I can be patient. I can force myself to be patient if I need to be, but I'm not a really patient person. And for a lot of kids, you have to be, especially if you have a large classroom. But kids are people. As much as I will make jokes about like not liking kids, or about like babies being like parasites, or like anything like that, they're still people. Especially kids. They know a lot more than you think that they do. So I hate it when teachers like are just absolute fucking cunts to kids. I don't think that there's a place for that. There should not be a place for that in a space that like is supposed to be nurturing like learning and growth. I think it's stupid. So yeah, that's part of the reason I left. You hated school with a burning passion? Yeah, I think a lot of people do, because the environment is just not super great for a lot of people. And my favorite subject at school was what I got my majors in. Education, and history and English. Although I didn't exactly have a bad subject because I wasn't allowed to. I didn't like math up until right after basic algebra. I think basic algebra is probably the last math thing that I like enjoyed, that I actually really liked doing. Kids are perceptive sponges. They are. Hello, Tia. Hello, Tia. I love you. Oh, yeah, the parents are terrible. Parents are fucking terrible, because nowadays they tell their kids, so the kids know that they can't fail. They cannot fail. To fail a kid, you need to do a ridiculous amount of paperwork, and usually administration will tell you, no, you are not allowed to fail them, because that will look bad at on the school. And the kids know that now, because the parents will tell them that. And yeah, and it's part of the reason that where I was, you can't touch the kid, even if they hug you. You can't hug them back. You cannot like put your hand on their shoulder. You can't do any of that, and that's because of parents. But also, they refuse to believe that their kid is either A, a problem, B, needs help, or C, did not in fact get an A or deserve an A on that project. And the amount of times I have had to, like, roundabout trick parents into saying that their kid did not, in fact, deserve an A on a project by, like, showing them multiple options and, like, being like, which one do you think is the A? Which one do you think did the worst based on the syllabus that you've seen? Yeah, a lot. Too fucking much, honestly. Algebra was your favorite subject in high school? I really enjoyed algebra. I thought it was a lot of fun. And then you got into like fucking trigonometry and shit, and I was like, yeah, I'm not into this anymore. You love tourism and home ec? Ooh, okay, well I obviously wasn't great at home ec, at least the baking part. The sewing part was a lot of fun. I do enjoy sewing. Tourism sounds really fun though. We didn't have a class, anything like that, so that would have been really cool. Yeah, la 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 la. Oh, well, I'm glad you're having a good time, Hero. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes, 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 yes. Cyan hit them with the mommy voice, and the parents just had to seethe. No, I can't know. I apparently did have what my friends would call teacher voice, though. Which I don't really think I use anymore because I haven't had anyone tell me that I'm using teacher voice recently. But I did accidentally make one of my friends cry in a parking lot. Because apparently I used teacher voice, which, as far as I can understand, is like being more like stern and like sounding vaguely disappointed. Yeah. So it was like we were trying to get somewhere and we were gonna be late for something, and I had told them that we had to leave, and they were like, yeah, okay, and then they just like kept talking with a bunch of other people, and like apparently after when I called them again, I had used teacher voice, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Teacher voice, core memory unlocked, PTSD. I'm sorry. Did anyone ever figure out what the fuck algebra was for? I mean, I'm sure that algebra is useful for a lot of places, right? Because it's really just a formula, like it's introduction for problem solving, which is why I really enjoyed it, I think. Yeah, because like if you've got like, you know, you've got like a numbers and then you're trying to solve for A, that's just problem solving. That's just fun. That's just like, how do we move things around in a organized manner to find the thing that we're looking for. But I think that like any sort of math or science based profession, it's probably very important to have a strong base in, at the very least, doing algebra, let alone anything else. Algebra is just mathematical logic. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is it's just problem solving with numbers. I really loved it for that reason. It's just puzzles and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm not so great when they kept adding more things to it. Basic algebra is pretty useful day to day. Yeah. Anything more advanced is more professional. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Nike. I liked algebra until they added like tan and cotan and sine and cosine and all that fucking shit. Not necessarily because it's hard, but because I'm sure you know by now, I'm not good at remembering things. So when I have all of the stuff laid out before me, I can do it. That's fine. If you need me to fucking remember what exactly tan means, I don't fucking know. If you have that written there, like tan is this thing, great. I will immediately enjoy this problem. I will have so much fun. I will figure it all out for funsies. Are there any VTubers who like calculus? I don't know, but Paw Hart loves calculus. I've said this before, but when Paw Hart first got retired, one of the very first things he did was he went and like audited master's programs and stuff, or like courses for physics and math things. That's his idea of a good time. So I just don't happen to be that person. I do think that math is important, and like I said, I did really enjoy math previously, but yeah. It's not necessarily the thing that I'm most into, and I'm just not good at remembering the details of things. I am actually incredibly bad at remembering that kind of thing. Yeah. You remember specific things but get destroyed on the actual equation? Yeah, if I could remember what something meant, I would have no problem figuring it out. But as soon as there was any sort of like thing that I was supposed to remember exactly, it's not fucking happening. It is absolutely not happening. But like, I really liked, like, my favorite science when I was in school was chemistry. But for the end of uni, I kind of had to move over to bio because I needed a certain amount of courses that bio fulfilled for my degrees. But I think chemistry was my favorite because it was kind of like just puzzles and like putting things together, and I thought that was really fun. Yeah.
Your wallet.
You forget equations, but you know how to do the math? Yeah, right? I think that I highly disagree, decided, but my brain does work in essay mode because, I mean, obviously that's what most of my original degrees were in. I really like writing. I like arguing. I like piecing together, reasoning behind things. Yeah. I think that's a lot of fun. Yeah. Don't you need to memorize bio stuff? Yes, but that's different in my brain. That's different in my brain, you know? Because a lot of the biology that I did was like human-based biology. So like, I found it really interesting, and it suited what I was in really like sort of brain pinpointing onto at the time. Yeah. Bye, Goku. And Vigrad, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. I remember teachers telling me, you won't have a calc. Yeah. Yeah, that particular saying did not age well. But on the other hand, the meaning behind it did. Because I think a lot of teachers were saying essentially like, you can't just rely on your calculator, you're not always gonna have it. And nowadays, we do always have a calculator, but the problem now seems to be that people don't understand what they're supposed to put in to the calculator. So, yeah. That's more the problem, right? People don't understand how it works, what you're supposed to put in, what the order of operations is, the fact that BEDMAS or PEMDAS, however you fucking learned it, doesn't always quite work out the way you think it's gonna go. Yeah. Able to problem solve and ask the right questions. Yes, exactly, Vagrant, exactly. It's more like you don't always have a piece of paper, but they say to show your work. I mean, I didn't mind showing my work because I tended to do things long form anyway. I didn't so much like writing it out all the time, but yeah. Learning cursive also didn't age well. I like cursive. I learned cursive. I taught cursive. I know that a lot of people don't bother with it anymore, and it's getting phased out of schools, which I think is kind of sad, actually. But yeah, I don't know. It's also easier to remember things if you write them down as opposed to if you type them out. That's not saying that typing out notes or anything is bad. Because it does make it easier, right? And it makes it way faster getting through notes so that you can pay attention in university classes where a professor is talking like fucking crazy 12 million miles an hour, I swear to God. But writing does actually get it stuck in your brain a little bit better. Yeah. Also, when I was going through the first time, we were not allowed to have computers in a lot of the courses. Some of them we were, but a lot of them, the professors were very old school and we weren't allowed to. So we had to write really fast to take notes, and if I didn't know how to do cursive, I would have been absolutely fucked. Have a good night, Memento. Have a good night. Cursive is useful for the sheer spread of writing it allows. That too. Yeah. I think it looks quite nice if that's your idea of what you want your writing to be doing. But it also means that you can write way faster. And nowadays, it also apparently means that you have a code language, because a lot of people apparently can no longer read cursive. So it's like, you know, it's a free bonus encryption on your writing for no reason. It's shocking how many adults have absolutely illegible handwriting. Yeah. Bro Hart has the same handwriting now as he did in 3rd grade, but he doesn't need to use it for the profession that he's in, so he's fine. Yeah. Have a good graduation, Leo. I hope it goes super well for you. Could never write in cursive, but you can read it. Dexterity issue. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Fast writing, that's why you learned it writing in Celtic runes. I don't know about that one. Your writing is slow in cursive, too loose. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I really like writing in cursive. I mean, you guys have probably, you guys have definitely seen a lot of different ways that I write. Because I've written on a lot of things, be it like posts that I put up or on my thumbnails. For a lot of them, I will just like straight up print on them. That's not cursive, that's just my normal writing. But I think I have done cursive. Even in my debut, I think I signed my name in cursive. Yeah. How do you talk cursive? Not talk. You read cursive. You write cursive. Unless you count like, you know, having like a lot of intonation in your voice as talking in cursive. I don't know if that necessarily is a thing, but what unique talent? I don't know. I can make weird noises. I can write sideways. I can do that one. I realized when I was in high school, when we used to play hide and go seek in the dark in churches, I can make a pretty decently accurate baby crying noise. I don't know if that counts as a talent though. I don't know if that's necessarily a talent. Yeah. Can I write backwards without a mirror? Yes. At one point, I also had to learn how to write upside down and backwards. Because, if you've gone to certain restaurants, you know exactly what I mean. But there's some restaurants where the server will have to write their name on the table, but they have to write it so that the people sitting at the table can read the name. So I had to learn how to write my name upside down and backwards so that the people that were facing me could read the name. Yeah. So I did have to learn that at one point when I was a server. Yeah. Yeah. While talking. You can't look at the table either. You gotta write it while looking at the people and telling them about the menu. Yeah, So I guess that's kind of like a weird talent. Yeah. Also, hello, Law. I hope you're doing well today. Work gave you homework? Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely something that had to be practiced for a good chunk of time before I could do it in any sort of legible manner. Yeah. Have fun with your grind, hero. Good luck on your dailies. I've given up on dailies. I'm just gonna play Woo-Wo whenever I want. I haven't logged in. I've only logged in while streaming. Which is a terrible thing for a gacha game. But honestly, given that I'm playing it free to play anyway, I'm like, I'm just playing it to... Honestly, I'm just kind of playing it for the story, which is a weird thing to say about a gacha game, but like, you know, it is what it is. I've got the girlies that I wanted to pull. I don't care. For good, for good. Yeah, I think Tia could do it too. I think Tia could do it too. Gamer. Oh, why do I hate that? Oh my god. Yeah. Like Milady. Gamer. Do what? Gotcha? Well, you could do gotcha too, but I was specifically referring to writing your name backwards and upside down on a table to face people facing you. But yeah. You could gotcha too. Like, that's fine. Azure Lane guy here. Oh man, I played Azure Lane when it first came out. I still have some friends who play it. I have one friend who still plays Azure Lane, and she plays it like religiously. She still plays it like daily. Yeah. I think I've tried every gacha game at least for a little bit. There's very few that I've stuck with for like any sort of more than like a month or two. I don't know what it is. I think as soon as I miss like 1 or 2 days, my brain is like, yep, and we're done with it. So it's like, god damn it. Doesn't matter how much money I put in. If I miss a day, my brain is just like, yep, gone. This game is no longer what we want in our lives. And I'm like, please, my serotonin. I put so much time and effort into this game. That happened with, oh god, what's it? Animals with Guns, the game. I don't remember what the name of it is, but I was into that one for a hot second. No, not PAL. Arknights! Thank you, Derrickson. Yeah, I played Arknights on release, and I played it for quite a while. But then I missed a day, and brain was no longer wanting to play the game, even though I had invested so much time and money into that fucking game. Animals with Guns is Arknight. What? When I played it, not all, but most of the characters had cute little animal ears and shit, and they all have guns. It's a tower defense Animals with Guns game. And everyone is hot for some reason. It's fine. I mean, you're not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. I know. I am very often correct. I'm also very often incorrect, but we're just gonna ignore that part. We're just gonna go with the fact that I am often correct. I am correct at least once a day. Yes. Why do you spend that money on games or gacha games? Well, because my mindset is, if I'm having fun with something, and I have spent a certain amount of time on that something, I will compare it to something else that takes the same amount, that like I can spend the same amount of time on, and I will take whatever that thing costs, and I will allow myself to put that money into a gacha game. Or into a free game of any sort. Or into, you know, the streamers that I watch, be it VTuber or otherwise, or mangas, or anything like that. Like, if I can put a lot of time and gain a lot of happiness and enjoyment out of something, I don't mind putting money into it. Because why not? Right? Obviously, do not do that if you don't have the expendable money to do that, which is part of the reason why I'm making sure that I am playing free to play when I play Woo-Wah. I don't have money to be putting into that instead of other things that are way more important. But yeah. Oh, hello, anime lover. Hello. Welcome. You buy a MasterCard or Visa card to limit gacha. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Because then, like, once you're through what your budget is, you can't go over even if you wanted to. Yeah. When you have enough money, the real issue is the time investment. That as well, yeah. Right? Because I feel like usually, not always, obviously, but if you have a lot of money, probably you work a lot or you've done a lot of things to make sure you can get that money. And then it's a matter of, yeah, like, how do you invest time into something? Job, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know if we bring happiness to the world, but I'm always glad that I can at least make you guys smile a little bit, hopefully. Cause Lord knows that you guys make me smile all the time, so I always kind of hope that that's, you know, a reciprocal thing. Cause even if I'm feeling like sick, like I am now, or if I'm having a bad day or something at work, I've said this before, but a lot of times if I'm having a shit day at work, I'm always excited to like get home so I can come and stream and hang out, because that makes me like happy. It gives me a reason to get through the rest of my day, because I know that like even if the rest of the workday is crap, like there's something fun waiting for me. Yeah. So I'm always glad to hear that, you know, I can possibly make your day a little bit better, or more interesting, if not better. Yes. But yeah, thank you guys for always being so sweet. Tia, no crying in the chat. No, we're working on being sappy without crying, Tia, okay? I have kept the wetness in my eyeballs. It's fine, it's fine. You find us fun even with the bullying? Yes, because it's fine, right? I can sometimes bully you guys, and I bully some of the other girlies as well. It's fine. It's okay to cry, but crying hurts my eyeballs, Reimu. Crying hurts my eyeballs. I don't know why. It's not always, but a good chunk of the time. Gets all stabby and shit. Mere sweat of the eyeballs, nothing more. Yeah. If it stays in my eyeballs, it's fine, and then it's just like watery eyes, and no one can tell. Haha, it's fine. All right, we continue drinking the shit drink. No, I still haven't figured that out. I'm really not sure what it could be, because it happens even if I don't have like any sort of face anything on, like even if I don't put like lotion or anything on. It's really odd. I think it's just that my eyes are really, really dry, and I think I should probably try to find eye drops or something and use them on a regular basis. Yeah. But I already knew that my eyes were incredibly dry, because I can't like I can't even deal with contacts, because like I've used them as a cosplayer, but most people, you put contacts in and you're perfectly fine, especially if they're meant to be worn for long periods of time, or they're like a daily so that they're thinner, and I can get them in and out of my eyes no problem. Or actually sometimes getting them out is hard, because they try to fucking fuse to my eyeballs, because my eyeballs are dry as fuck. Yeah, but even then, yeah, I can't wear them for too long, because they make my eyes feel incredibly dry, and it's very, very uncomfortable. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is the reason why, because my eyes are like, no, the tears are for us. Don't let them leave. There's a shortage. We can't let them leave. Kill the intruder. So you know, that could possibly be the problem. So yeah, I am definitely actually thinking about grabbing some eye drops at some point. I just have to like research which ones will be, you know, good. Yeah. Which ones are good for sensitive people like me. Sensitive Tanuki souls, yes. Rinsing them when it's happening? Well, if I had to do that, then every time I had wet eyeballs, I would have to go over to like the bathroom or something and put more water in them. That's not very useful at all. Yeah. Also, hello to the couple of you that have come in. Welcome. We're just, I don't know why we're talking about my eyeballs right now, but we are. Welcome on in. Yes. It's kind of interesting how we can... we can't infinite salty water glitch. We definitely do not have infinite tears. Nor infinite salt, honestly. Yeah, no, I have definitely not infinite tears. I think if I cried for more than a couple of minutes, I'd probably dehydrate myself. Jackpot. Yeah. And Big Red, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you. Just take out the eyeballs to You can't, no! You can't take your eyeballs out. That's not how that works at all. That is not how that works at all. Oh my god. If you took your eyeballs out, unless you have a glass eye, like a prosthetic eye, please do not ever try to take your eyeball out. Blech. Can you theoretically do that? Yeah. Not good for you. Please don't fucking do that. Nope. 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 Blech. Eyeball things are weird. I don't like them. I don't even like pressing on my eyes because you can feel your eyes moving, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my god, I hate eyeball things. I don't like it. Ugh. That just made me like physically uncomfortable. The thought of it, just the thought of it makes me uncomfortable. Help. Oh. I'm just trying to, it's fine, okay. It's okay, I just, if I move my hands enough and touch enough surfaces, eventually the idea will leave my head. And I know that that's not a logical way to think, but that's the way that my brain works. It's probably a good thing that no one can see me right now because I probably look fucking insane. But I'm sure you guys have actually heard me do this a couple of times, like just start rubbing things. That's, yeah, I don't know why. I get physical reactions to certain images or ideas, or I don't like it. I don't, it's uncomfortable. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. You're good. My mom eats fish eyes, though. My mom eats fish eyes. That's, you know, that's its own thing. I don't like it when my food is looking at me. Because I will feel bad if my food is looking at me. Ma Hart does, she'll eat the fish eyes, she'll eat the fish head, she'll, you know, do all that, whatever. I am, like, the most fucking whitewashed person in the world. No, I have the palate of, like, a 10-year-old. I like chicken nuggies and french fries and grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup and mac and cheese. Yeah. Yeah, even when I go out for food with Ma and Pa Hart sometimes, I will just get like chicken strips, like chicken tenders. I do like other food and I enjoy trying food, but my comfort foods, I tend to consistently go back to the same things. For example, like, I really like Japanese food. I love curries, I love, like, tonkotsus, and I love, like, cutlets, and I love, like, ramen and sushi, and thankfully I live in a place that has a fuck ton of different types of food. Also, like, a lot of Chinese food is really good. I love, like, xiaolongbao, or, like, hot pot, or like spicy, I love like salty, peppery, spicy tofu things. Like lotus root is very common. I love all that kind of stuff. Korean food as well. Like, so I eat a lot of different types of food. There's a lot of, like, there's a couple of really good Indian places around. Not really around, it's technically the next city over, but they deliver, so it's fine. Yeah, and they've got like dosas and samosas and like a whole bunch of different like curries and dishes, and oh, Indian sweets are also incredibly sweet. If you have a sweet tooth and you've never tried like Indian sweets, they're very, very sweet, and they're quite good as well. But yeah, I do like trying other foods, so it's not like I only eat chicken strips, but that is like my go-to thing. Especially if I'm not feeling great or I'm feeling anxious or stressed or anything, I will almost always go back to just having like chicken strips and fries or something. It's kind of like, yeah, it's my staple, but it's also like a comfort thing, I think, for me. Yeah. Tried biryani? Yeah, biryani's good. Yeah. Sometimes you only eat croissants? Yeah. My most average breakfast is a croissant and a coffee. Yeah. Although usually I'll just have a coffee, honestly. In Australia, we have fairy bread. Isn't that just white bread with butter and sprinkles? You want to ask what the concept of the other city? Is there a physical divide or just population density? Depends on the city. Could be both. Could be either. Sometimes when I say the other city, it's literally like across a body of water or something. Sometimes I say the other city and it's just that it goes like city, suburb, suburb, city. It really depends. Yeah, some of the cities have kind of grown together. Some of them are still far apart. Some of them are separated by water or like certain landmarks or things like that. But yeah. Pocket croissants are very yummy. Look, none of us expects me to have a good memory or to remember when things are out of my sight, okay? I feel like by now, if you have been an informant for longer than a couple of weeks, you already know that remembering that things exist is not my strong suit. It is, in fact, one of the things I am the worst at in life. Yeah. I am absolutely terrible at remembering that things exist. But yeah, it means that I do find things, find is in quotation marks, that are just in my pockets. So like, yeah, like a croissant. Or I found yesterday in my backpack, which is my purse, but it's like a mini backpack. I found a whole chocolate bar. I found a whole chocolate bar. I was so excited. It was a crunchy bar. Yeah. And then I found a chapstick that I thought I'd lost in a different jacket pocket, and that was really nice. And I found cookies before. Yeah. Very nice. It's very good. When I pulled my winter jacket out this year, for the one day that I needed it, I found some money in the pocket. That was very good. That was very fun. I've also previously, though, found bus passes that I thought I lost and had to pay for new ones. That was less fun. Cyan sending yourself presents in the future? Exactly. Yes. Just secret little presents. Hand over the bag with the portal to the Hershey factory. Never! You can pry it from my cold, dead hands. No, if I ever had a bag that could just give me unlimited snacks, I would share the snacks, right? Like, other people could have the snacks, but not the bag. Certainly not the bag. Also, the bag would specifically be in one location. I would like nail it to the wall and just put my hand in to grab snacks out of it, because otherwise I'd lose it. Is the crunchy bar in a blue or red packaging? It's gold. It's like a yellowy gold packaging. Yeah. And it's not a Y, it's an IE. What kind of snack, though? A lot of different snacks. I like snacks. I don't discriminate when it comes to snacks. I like chocolate stuff. I like gummy stuff. I like sour stuff. I like chips. I like peas. I currently have a couple of things of nuts. I've got some mixed nuts. One is sweet chili, roasted almonds, cashews, and pecans spiced with sweet chili. I was eating those earlier. And then also I've got pecans. I've got maple glazed pecans with sea salt, so that they're both sweet and salty. Very good. Have I tried Asian snacks? I do like Asian snacks, yes. My only problem is I don't tend not to like seafoody things too much. Fish is fine, but I don't generally like seafood, like strong seafood flavors. I know, worst Asian ever. I know. Okay, I get it. But yeah, so I tend to avoid, like, I grew up with like shrimp chips and like the big shrimp chips, especially where you can make them yourself if you have a deep fryer. But that's not really my favorite. But I like a lot of Asian snacks. There's a lot of really good stuff. Do you have any allergies? I do. I have many allergies. Yeah, so if you're talking in general, I'm allergic to like anything that's green in the outside world, and anything with skin. Yeah, so I'm just kind of allergic to being alive. And then if you're talking about food, I have dairy allergies and I have egg allergies that I ignore. Because then I wouldn't be able to eat anything I like eating, so I just pretend I don't have those and I deal with the consequences. The consequences being joint and connective tissue issues and sometimes a rash, and sometimes the usual things that people associate with dairy anyway. And then I also have recently figured out that I am anaphylactically allergic to red wine, which apparently a lot of people who have that allergy are allergic to the sulfates in the red wine, I have learned, which means that I possibly have an allergy to shellfish anyway, so it's probably a good thing that I don't eat shellfish. Also, I've learned recently that Hart has an allergy to contrast dyes, which are things that you get at the hospital for like CTs and shit. And I only learned this because I was telling him a story about a friend and then being like, they were like, ah ha ha, like, and then I was like, I would never have to worry about that, haha. I mean, like, you guys would have already told me a long time ago if there was a contrast dye allergy in the family. And he was like, so, yeah. And that also is associated with a shellfish allergy. So I'm just out here like, maybe it's a really good thing that I'm not overly fond of seafood. Yeah. So I've decided that maybe my general dislike of strong seafood smells is in fact just my body trying to keep me alive. And I'm just gonna assume that that is the way that it is. Yeah. Sun is lucky to be alive? I don't know about that. You know, we're here, we're doing well, okay? I am like decently healthy. I am more healthy than I have the right to be for the way that I live my life. All right? I am like actually ridiculously healthy for a person with my standard of living, okay? It's I have been called out on it being odd and strange, so it's fine. It's totally okay. Decently healthy, held together by strings. Okay. You know, there was supposed to be an argument after that, but like all I could think of was like I could theoretically fix that by doing things that I'm supposed to be doing and acting in a healthier manner. But I was gonna say I'm not gonna do that. I am technically doing that. It's just slow going because I don't really enjoy doing any of the things that you're supposed to do to be healthier, like eating more veggies or working out. But like I do walk everywhere. I don't want to have to run. I don't like running. I've never liked running. And I'm not allowed to do heavy weight things. So it's stupid because you just have to do tons of repetition instead. And I can't do yoga. I used to do like yoga or Pilates, but I can't do that with bunnies because as soon as I get into a position that has like a little bit of space between me and the ground, the bunnies like to try to go in there and then they just stay there. And then I can't get back down. I don't know how long any of y'all have held a glute bridge for before, but too long is the answer to how long I have had to hold one because the buns have decided to just chill under where my butt is supposed to hit the floor. And I hate it. So it's not that I haven't tried. It's just inconvenient. Planking press the bunnies, they chose this fate. Yeah, that also happened the last time I was just doing planks for funsies in the living room. One bunny sat under me and one bunny decided to sit on me. Thankfully, it's not as if they're very heavy. They're like 3 pounds each, max. I think one of them is probably 3 pounds. One of them is probably like 2. Maybe 2.5. 2.5. She's kind of fat right now. It's my fault. They're too cute, okay? They ask for food and I give them food. It's my fault. I'm so sorry, baby girl. She's just so cute though. She's so cute. But yeah, she a little bit chonky right now. But but when they look at me and they like put their little paws up and they're like, haha. Or they do circles. They'll do little circles around my legs when I'm standing there. And I'm like, yeah, you deserve snacks. Oh, I'm sorry. Your mom has no self-control. Yeah, they do crawl all over me when I lay on the floor, which is kind of why if I try to do any like floor type workout, it doesn't work well because they like to come and chill with me a lot. Yeah. Have you seen the picture with the small bunny and his giant girlfriend that's 5 times the size? Yeah, I love that. Let me go see. I didn't hear what the TTS said, but it's like me and cute anime girls. Aw, thank you for the dono dance. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, it's like a God damn it. My brain is not braining. But yeah, it's like the very smallest type of bunny. They've got really small, sticky uppy ears, and they're very bitchy. But they're very, very cute. Oh god, what are they called? Netherland dwarf. Yes, Netherland dwarf. Yes. So you get like a little Netherland dwarf, and they're very, very round bunnies. They've got huge personalities. And then a Flemish giant, I believe, was the girlfriend. And those dogs. Those bunnies can be the size of like small to medium dogs. Yeah. Yeah. Flemish giants can be up to 4 feet long. They can be very big. Just giant bunnies. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually, that's something that I want to do. If and when these two pass away, because bunnies will live the same amount of time as like a cat or a dog, so like 8 to 12 years sort of idea. So if when I lose these two, and I don't really fucking like thinking about that, but I think that the next pair of bunnies that I would get, I would like to try to see if I could get a Flemish giant and Netherland dwarf bonded pair. I think that would be really cute. But it would probably be a bitch to get them to actually bond and probably take a hot second. So, especially depending on the personalities, right? Yeah. Imagine getting a Netherland dwarf and it rolling up with a windmill. They're so cute, man. Netherland dwarves are absolutely adorable. They're just little guys. They're just little nuffies. Yeah. They have these like tiny little ears that go. But yeah, they're very bitchy bunnies. They're well known to be incredibly petty and very moody, and they like things to be exactly the way that they need it to be. Which, you know, fair. It is what it is. Hello, November Dawn. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's your opinion on chinchillas? They're so heckin' cute, man. They need very specific care, and I don't know a ton about chinchillas, so I've never really looked into trying to get one myself. I love when they are in their little dust bowls doing their little, like, their dust baths. So fucking cute. Oh my god. I've heard that they're incredibly soft, but I have also had it confirmed that the girly world, the girl bunny that I've got, her fur feels like a chinchilla's fur. So she's stupidly soft for a bunny, because she happens to be I've said this before. I got her from a breeder before I knew any better. The boy is a rescue. But yeah, so her breed is just, they're made to be incredibly soft. She's also supposed to be a lop. She's not a lop. Her ears decided to do something in the middle, so they're on a diagonal. They don't stick straight up and they're not lopped. Although sometimes when she's sleeping, they will lop, and it's very cute. Yeah. Yeah. They're the owners, not you. Yeah, it's true. My hat makes me think I'm gonna pull a bunny out of it. You know, a lot of people do get that vibe. A lot of people have thought that I'm a magician, but I am in fact a phantom thief. Yeah. But I won't take any offense to it because you know what? Tanukis have magic too, so it's really not that far off. Yeah. Ferret pet would be so cool, but they're so destructive. Yeah. I've heard that. I mean, bunnies can be destructive too if you don't teach them properly or you don't section off the house. Like I've told you guys the story about them and my couch and why my couch is essentially 90% duct tape now, but that's also because I was stupid and I didn't teach her to not do that. So, yeah. Hat can disappear like magic? Yes, it can. I can make it disappear. Ah. There it goes. Now it's just me. Just me. Had ferrets, had them for a month. They ran away through the vents! That's my nightmare. That is my nightmare scenario. Oh my god, that is my nightmare scenario. If I just woke up one day and the buns weren't here, that would mean that they'd found a way to get into the walls. Oh my god. I would simply pass away. The danger that could possibly mean. Oh my god. The bunny out of hat toggle wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Yeah. I wonder if I could convince Serenity to jump out of my hat. I'll have to ask her. Once the Gen 5 girlies are back. Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you guys been enjoying their cute little off collab streams? Have you guys been enjoying those? Oh my god, they're so heckin' cute, man. I love Gen 5. They're so adorable. Oh my god, you know she'd say yes. I would be so excited. I'd be down for that. That sounds like so much fun. Yeah. Oh god, I love them so much. I love watching other girlies do off collabs, but I get so much FOMO as well. I'm like, oh man, I want to be there. It happened when all the girlies were in Korea as well. I was like, man, I could be in Korea right now. I couldn't. There's no fun. With what ability? I work a day job. I can't just disappear to Korea for a couple of weeks. It's fine. Someday that will be me. Someday, eventually. And I've already told Tia, eventually, someday, it'll be V&U and me. I've never been to Europe, so I would love to be able to go out that way and visit Tia and some of the other girly worlds out in that direction. Nope, she's still here. Oh, nah, I love you. Yeah. I love Tia. Oh my god. You already did an off. I've done one off collab. I want to do more off collabs. I don't think you understand how much I love the girls. I would, oh my god. I would literally, I love them so much. I would fucking die for each and every one of them. I've said this before, but like, I love them so much. What about doing a day trip on your vacay to visit a girly world? Yeah, that depends. I don't know what it's like, right? I think a lot of people are super busy right now. Or a lot of people are either just getting back from things, or they're still, like, all of Gen 5 is still on their off collab. Yeah, there's not a lot of people who live close to the raccoon world, but yeah. It's fine. I have been really lucky in meeting a lot of girls from like outside of V&U as well. Like I've told you guys before, right? I've gone on a date with Salmon and that was really nice. Rip Salmon. I love her so much. And then I've had the chance to get snacks and stuff with and that was really nice to meet her as well. So, yeah. Does Korea have their own bunny? I mean, I'm sure that people in I'm sure that people in Korea have bunnies, right? Like, I'm sure that there are bunnies there. Rip salmon, yeah. It's fine. There's always and forever salmon love, so I'm sure that when the stars align, we'll find out where the salmon has swum to. Yeah. Hello, Sona. Welcome. I hope you're doing well today. Yes. And I don't really have a favorite Vanguard card. I've only played a couple of times, and I've only had one deck. And it was like Florals and Band Leader Lady, and it was okay. I quite enjoyed it, but I don't really have anyone around me that plays card games or anything, so but it was really fun to learn. I had a good time with it. Yes. Man, sometimes I think about playing like a card game that like a video game that has a card game, but then I realize I'm not very good at card games. I'm actually quite bad at card games. I'm sure you guys have already noticed whenever we've played games that include cards, I'm not the most strategic thinker. As much as I enjoy I enjoy strategy games and tactics games and that kind of thing, I'm not good at it. So I was like, I don't know if anyone would want to watch me be bad at card games. I feel like that's not a niche that needs to exist at any point. So yeah. Vanguard was so surprising to see you guys pick up. Yeah. Leora Senpai really likes Vanguard, so a lot of us tried it out with her. Yeah. Hello, Alchemite. Hello. Should try Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, like the card game, when I was in like elementary, middle school age. And I think that there's a game, there's like a card game, but like on the computer, like a video game version, right? I've thought about it, but that's why, like I said, like, I don't know if anyone wants to watch me be incredibly bad at card games. Right? Like, I feel like most of the girlies who play card games as VTubers, they're quite good at them, right? Like, they know what they're doing, they have some knowledge of what's going on, they have pretty tactical mindsets, they're really interested in deck building and that kind of thing. I'm really bad because I kind of am like, I either go, this is what the deck builder says is the best deck, so I'm gonna build this, or I build a deck that is just cute girls, and it doesn't necessarily do great because it's just cute girls. Yeah. Magic the Gathering, the bane of some people's existence. One of my friends in real life plays a lot of Magic the Gathering. Yeah. The same outgoing friend that I always talk about. Also, the girl who I made cry in a parking lot. Same girl. Yeah, she's really into Magic the Gathering. So she does like gatherings at her gatherings. Haha. Yeah, she does like meetups at her place, and they like weekly. Her and some of her friends play Magic the Gathering together, and I've been invited to it. But I don't really know any of the people that she plays with, and I'm really awkward, and I don't really want to learn and be the only bad person there in a room full of people I don't know. So, Modern Yu-Gi-Oh is very different from when you were in elementary. Personally, you think it sucks. I know that it's really different because even when they introduced like polymerization into the cards, it changed the game quite a bit. So I can only assume that it's gotten incredibly, ridiculously complex since I last played. So, yeah. Like I've said this before, the only card game that I've played in my adult life, in any capacity, was Way Schwartz. And I still had a fucking waifu deck when I played that. Even though I would go to like a card shop, like usually bi-weekly for a little bit. I would go to a card shop and play against people just for funsies. But yeah, I had an Angel Beats waifu deck. Wasn't very good. So I play for fun. I do enjoy like card games. But I'm very much not good at them, which is why I'm like, I don't know if anyone needs to see that. People spend 30 minutes on the first turn. I could never. I could. Oh my god. I hate that shit. I'm one of those people who's like, you should at least have a vague idea of what you want to do, and then you do it, and then you let the other person go. Because otherwise, you just sit there and it's boring. Again, this goes right back to the fact that I just don't have any fucking patience. I am not a patient Tanuki. I am not a patient Tanuki. You also had an Angel Beats deck! Yay! Yes. Yeah, Wayschwartz had an Angel Beats deck. I had an Angel Beats deck. I had all the cards, all the sleeves were matching. And I also had a deck box that was Angel Beats. Yeah. I like would specifically buy the holographic versions of some of the cards, not because they were any better, but just because they were pretty. I play card games in a similar manner to the way that I play gacha games. Which is, I will try to learn and understand the meta, but I will be perfectly happy to discard it for cute girls. Which is generally not the best idea when there's some sort of strategy involved in any game. Yeah. Angel Beats anime made me cry. I feel like the Angel Beats anime made most people cry. It was certainly, oh my gosh, yeah. Meta cost too much? Yeah. I feel like unless you can like make some of it back in like selling cards and things, because I do have another friend. Technically not my friend. Technically a friend of a friend. I have a friend of a friend. Who like opens Pokemon cards and then he sells them to other people. So they make their money back, but he also gives cards to a lot of the girls in my friend circle, just because like they're not like expensive cards and they have no need for them at all. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really understand how that works either. Acquaintance? Yeah, I just don't like the word acquaintance. I don't know, it makes it feel so like I don't know. I just don't like the word. I don't know what it is about the word acquaintance. I don't like it. So, yeah, there's a lot of times where I say, like, a friend, and I'm like, well, actually, it's like I've met this person 3 times in my life. Have you got some Bulbasaur from him? I have a Bulbasaur card that's on my desk, but that was given to me by the girl I lived with that I talked about earlier. I don't know where she got it, so maybe she got it from him. I don't know. But that's the only Bulbasaur card that I've got. Yeah, and it was a present from my friend, so it sits up on my desk. I do have a whole bunch of Pokemon cards in a package, like in a little plastic sleeve, that were given to me by my outgoing friend. Again, don't know where she got them though, so perchance she got them from him, maybe, and then just donated them to me. But I have not looked at them, so I'm just looking at them now. They've been sitting here for like a month and a half. I've got a Ninetales. I like Ninetales. Lickitung, Orbeetle, Masquerain, Carvanha. Oh, Palkia. Oh, Deoxys. Tinkatink. Growlithe. Jigglypuff. I like Growlithe. I like Ninetales. Growlithe is shiny. But it's not the Pokemon picture that's shiny. It's the card part that's shiny. Is that called a reverse holo? Is that what that is now? I don't know how anything works anymore. I'm old. old. I don't know how anything works anymore. I thought about getting back into Pokemon, but like the reseller stuff is just weird to me, and I know that that's like a thing that a lot of people do nowadays, and I don't know. It's not a thing. I liked playing card games for the playing of card games, and if you like collecting stuff, that's fine. I can't say no to that, right? Like I obviously have I have a lot of random shit in my plays, and I collect Bulbasaur stuff. I have a lot of Bulbasaur stuff, and I love Bulbasaur stuff. There's hollow, full hollow, etc., etc. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Why does it sound like you're laundering black market goods? I'm not laundering black market goods. That's not a thing. You play the Pokemon TCG online? Yeah. I have one friend who lives in like Ohio. No, she doesn't live in Ohio. She lives in Utah. Does she live in Utah? I don't know. She lives somewhere around there. I should know this. I literally went to her wedding. Anyway, she lives somewhere around there. She plays Pokemon, and she does a lot of Pokemon-related stuff, and she collects cards, and she plays on the TCG online, but she also plays in person, and yeah, she likes a lot of Pokemon stuff. So sometimes if I every once in a while, I consider getting into playing Pokemon again, in terms of the card game, and so I'll like message her and I'll be like, hey, what things would you suggest for a newbie to buy if they're getting back into the Pokemon TCG? And sometimes she'll like give me actual answers, and sometimes she'll just say like just don't do it. My advice is don't do it. Utah and Ohio are pretty far apart from each other? Oh, are they? Wait. Where is Utah? Okay, so that's like Midwest. Where is Ohio? Oh, that's Mid-East. I mean, they're both east. They're both mid. They look like you could draw a straight line between them. So it's probably fine, right? Utah is Midwest, Ohio is Mid-East. Yeah, they're both mid. It's fine. It's okay, right? It's kind of the same thing. It's fine. Okay, look, all right, I obviously am not from the human world. I'm from the raccoon world, okay? So I don't know where those things are. I don't understand. Yeah. Couple minute walk away? Yeah, probably. You could draw a straight line between any 2 points. Shut up! That still means I'm right, okay? I am still correct. I am correct, Vigrid. You can draw a straight line between them, all right? It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. You know, it's fine. It is what it is. You can draw a triangle with 3 90-degree corners. Oh my god, no way. And hello, Alan. Who's my favorite superhero? I don't do favorites. Generally, I'm not very good at selecting one favorite thing, but in general, I'm also not overly fond of superheroes. I tend to prefer villains. But like maybe like Black Canary, or like, I don't know. I don't really like superheroes, not gonna lie. I like villains. I think villains are much more fun. I've listed my favorite villains before. I don't know. I'm a typical Harley Quinn liker. I enjoy the Harley Ivy pairing. Yeah, but a lot of the I followed a lot of the DC comics for a while, but yes, I prefer villains. And hot girls. She's a red flag villain lover. I am. I am. We've talked about that many times. We've already talked about that once today. We really don't need to go into it again. Yeah. It's irrelevant now because there's Colossal Cons in New York and Texas. I'm assuming that there was something else for that. I went to Colossal Con a few years back. In Ohio? Is Colossal Con in Ohio? I thought Colossal Con was more to the south. That's a convention that I always wanted to go to, but I never got to go to. A lot of my friends went to it. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with what Colossal Con is, it is an anime convention at a water park, and it always looks like it's so much fucking fun. Man, the way that I so badly wanted to make a bathing suit based cosplay, that would be so heck. There's so many really fun iterations of things. Like a lot of people do like different Pokemon things, both the trainers and like the Mon themselves, or like if you get things from like Final Fantasy X that have like water type okay outfits, or God, there was that one anime about like fighting with your butt. And a lot of people did that for a while when it was really popular. Anime convention, but a beach episode? Yes, exactly. I had some friends who did like Nekopara, bikinis and bathing suits and stuff. That was really fun. So I've always wanted to go, but I never ended up going. And then, yeah, it kind of lost its popularity. So a lot of my friends stopped going after a while. They went to other things that happened in the same weekend instead. So it was very sad. Keijo was a fever dream of an anime? Yeah. Water park and anime convention? Oh God, Colossal Con, here I come. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it's still a pretty big con. It just kind of fell out with some of the friend circles that I was in when I was a cosplayer. But it always looked like it was so much fun. And there are areas that have like alcoholic beverages that you can buy and and bring. Yeah. Yeah, Nekopara. Yeah, I'm still live, but I should probably call it pretty soon. Because I gotta be somewhere in the actual morning. Not even my version of morning. In the actual morning. I don't fucking wanna. I don't heckin' wanna. I don't wanna. Oh my God. But I'll do it. I'll do it. And Dylan is fine. It's fine. I can get, rest the rest of the vacation, so it's fine. You just started your morning? Oh, yeah. I have not gone to bed yet. It is just about 5 in the morning, but I have not gone to bed yet. In the AM? Yeah, in the actual AM. Can you believe it? I have to wake up before noon? It's hell. It's absolutely hell. But it's fine. It'll be worth it. You guys will see. You'll see. It'll be worth it. Yeah. Beach episode con. Yeah! Oh, man. I wish. Oh, maybe I can like draw over some of my friends. No, that takes too much effort. I was like, oh, I wish I could show you how cool it is. Just look for pictures from Colossal Con if you want to see like bathing suit convention. It looks so much heckin' fun, man. It looks so fun. You're the same time zone as me. Happy almost 5 a.m. Alchemite. Yeah. I have seen Has-Been Hotel. I was quite obsessed with it for a hot moment. I am sure that for a while people were really sick and tired of me singing Has-Been Hotel songs in karaoke, and it still pops up in karaoke every once in a while. Yeah. You hate California, it's too expensive, get me out of here. A lot of places are too expensive now. And if you want to go anywhere, you're gonna have to leave a coast if you want it to be less expensive at this point. Ugh. You're a loser, baby. Yeah. Loser Baby was one of my favorites. I did like a recording of me doing like a semi-cover of that, but it never saw the light of day other than, I think I posted it once. No, I think I posted it on Twitter eventually. I posted it in the members Discord and then I posted it on Twitter. Yeah. You realize it's almost 6. Have a good night, Vigred. Have a good night. Leaving for Cali in less than 2 days. Have fun. Have so much fun. You would rather live in Antarctica, prefer the cold anyways. I agree with that. I fucking hate the heat. I could never live in California or like anywhere that's like warm or tropical. Nope, 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 nope. Not for me. I like mild weather. I don't really like the cold either. I like mid temperatures. I like the fall. I like mild weather. But I do prefer the heat to the cold, or the cold to the heat rather. I fucking hate the heat. I hate it so much. You've been awake for 24 hours now. Phantom. Phantom. Sweet. Phantom. Go to bed. Get some rest. It's important that you get enough rest. It is. It's incredibly important that you get enough rest. Yes. Because what am I gonna do if everyone doesn't get enough rest and then no one comes to hang out with me because everyone is passed out somewhere, like on the side of the road or something. It's very bad. Very bad. Don't do that. Please get rest. This is, of course, a do as I say and not as I do moment. Yes. Tee. They don't get rest to hang out with you though. No, that's not how that should work. No. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. If everyone needs rest, then I can also go rest and get my 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, if I fall asleep in the next 6 minutes, I can have 3 hours of sleep. Yeah. This was perchance a bad idea. No 5 hours? No, I've got to be up. Like I said, I have to actually get up in the morning today. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. It's so sad. Will you fall asleep in the next 6 minutes though? No, probably not. It's fine. I can always take a nap later in the day. I'll be on vacation. It's fine. I can take a nap later. And it's perfectly okay, right? So don't worry about it. Your roommates kept you up? Oh no, and you're supposed to go somewhere? Terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Ah. Aw, thank you, Jello Noel. Thank you. I will do my very, very best. Yes. I'm thinking that I might try to do a Twitter space or something during my vacation. Because that's technically not streaming, so I'm technically still taking time off. I just have to figure out how to do that and not fall asleep at the same time. Yeah. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out and chilling and yeah. You're off starting today? Yeah. So this is my last stream for this week. And then I'm gonna take, I think, about a week off. So I'll be back end of next week sort of thing. Maybe I'll stream at the 1 a.m. In exactly a week. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I haven't quite decided yet. Will I? Is there a chance that I'll just stream anyway? Well, I don't know. We'll fucking see. But I am taking a vacation. Yes. Yes. Better feel better soon. I am doing my best. I think that we're like that. You know how sometimes it gets worse right before you get completely better? In my head, that's where we are. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Minecraft mods planning. Yes, we'll be doing that soon with Maeve. Maybe, yeah, that will be next week, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, we'll have some more Minecraft fun soon. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You stumbled upon here not long ago and never have strayed. Funny how that works. Well, I do appreciate you sticking around, Soupy. I hope you had fun. I hope you had a good night with us. Yes. Try to take a proper vacation. I certainly will try. I certainly will try. Thinking of loopholes so she can work without working. Look, I am maybe a little bit clingy. It's fine. It's fine. You guys already fucking know that. So, I don't know. What else? What the fuck else am I doing? I don't know. It's fine. Try being the operable term here. Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right. I'm going to look for someone else who's streaming, I guess, is what I should do before we bop off into the distance. I think Yumi is streaming today, right? I know she started at 1:30, like I did. I don't know if she's still going. I think... No, she's not! Ah! This is a terrible day. No, she ended half an hour ago! This is terrible. Amoria is streaming. Yes, we can go over to Amoria. Cause the other girlies who are streaming are Yuno and Leith, and we have raided into both of them relatively recently, so we can... Oh. Whoop, I forgot to mute that. Anyway, yeah, let's go over and hang out with Amoria Senpai. She's playing some Red Dead Redemption 2 right now. You wonder if Kana is still streaming? It doesn't tell me that Kana's streaming right now. I don't see her online. Yeah, I don't see her online. And I do see Alicia online, but I think I haven't raided into Amoria Senpai in a hot second, so... Oh, is Alicia done now? Or are you saying that Kana was done? Wait, did she have a short stream? Did she? Oh, she did! Oh, she had a Euro Truck Simulator one. Damn it! That's fine. You know, oh my god! I can watch her play Duck Detective tomorrow! Oh, this is the best day ever. This is the best day ever. I get to watch Kana play Duck Detective because I have to be up in the morning. This is great. This is fantastic. I am so... You know, I was so mad that I had to wake up in the morning until just this very second. Oh, this is great. I never get to watch Kana. I always have to watch her VODs, which is not necessarily a bad thing. She's really cute. But man, morning streamers, man. Why? Tia too. It's the same thing. If I want to watch Tia streams, it's VODs only because I can't wake up that early. Or if I stay up long enough. If I stay up long enough, then I can watch her. But then she tells me to go to bed when I say hi in chat. Terrible. Terrible. Absolutely atrocious. All right. Let me make sure we can go over to Amoria Senpai. Redirect into the cutest little magical girl in all the universe. Okay, we're gonna go on over and hang out with my senpai for a while. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys after my little vacation. I hope that you guys all stay well and take care of yourselves. I hope you guys all get a ton of rest. And when I see you next, you're hydrated and rejuvenated and all that good stuff. Yes. But yes, have a good night. Thank you. And I'll see you all next time. Sayonara. Bye-bye.